Yeah. Haha. E.N.E. Stacks with the facts. E.L.'s the real contender. Been back in bad bitches since we was young, like in high school, you know? That's a fact. Hey, yo, L's. Talk.
East Coast 10 out, babe, all down. Hey, I'm about to pull up on you.
Hey, I'm about to pull up on you.
West Coast vibes, baby, I'm so high. Hey, I'm about to pull up on you.
Hey, I'm about to pull up on you.
Down south, QIT, if you want roll with keys. Hey, I'm about to pull up on you.
Hey, I'm about to pull up on you.
If you want to top in the O, let it ride. Hey, I'm about to pull up on you.
Hey, I'm about to pull up on you.
Pull up on the tick like I jack my slacks. King L's, E.N.E, and your guy stacks. We don't give a goddamn about your guy stats. None. To be honest, most of y'all girls guys whack. Step your game up, bang, and roll with the winners. E.N.E a steak meal, fuck them little chicken dinners. You ain't never seen a clique of niggas this fly. Never. King of stacks, get shit poppin' like a fish fry. You get a vibe, see we on our West Coast shit. Call up the Cali Club, cop them West Coast shit. Kisses at Nipsey store, cop them West Coast kids. All blued up like we really West Coast Crips. We do this shit with style, that's why the ladies love it. Be with their man straight choosing when we out in public. E.N.E, best flow. King L stacks with the facts, nigga, let's go.
East Coast 10 out, babe, all down. Hey, I'm about to pull up on you.
Hey, I'm about to pull up on you.
West Coast vibes, baby, I'm so high. Hey, I'm about to pull up on you.
Hey, I'm about to pull up on you.
Down south, QIT, if you want roll with keys. Hey, I'm about to pull up on you.
Hey, I'm about to pull up on you.
If you want to top in the O, let it ride. Hey, I'm about to pull up on you.
Hey, I'm about to pull
Now you up on top, about to smoke with the chief. If you know King, he about to roll up a leaf. Look, I don't really dance, but let that ass roll on the D so high. I wasn't on it, but you noticing me. Just like where I'm from, I got her screaming out, oh. I ain't paid for no entry, but she gave me a show. Pop bottles only if it be the Don or the Mo. Here for a couple hours, go and count on my dough. Look, I don't really know why they envy me. Maybe cause the whole team MVP. Kept the gangs in your wine, I'm the same OG. Treat the pro like my shoes, keep the thing on me. Gang time, now it's mama mentality, up my salary. Wear the wrong colors in the wrong hood, in the casualty. Wear the Malibu, Santa Monica on the beach. Always gotta keep the 40 cal in my reach. East Coast 10 out, babe, all down, babe. I'm about to pull up on you.
Hey, I'm about to pull up on you.
West Coast vibes, baby, I'm so high. Babe, I'm about to pull up on you.
Hey, I'm about to pull up on you.
Down south, QIT, if you want roll with keys. Babe, I'm about to pull up on you.
Hey, I'm about to pull up on you.
If you want to top in the O, let it ride. Babe, I'm about to pull up on you.
Hey, I'm about to
Hey, real talk, you need to holler at Stacks. If you roping out a weight, he gon' give you some facts. All written, all shit's call it, see with a 6. E.N.E the cheat code, play the game with a glitch. Reverse the flow like our man reign forever in this. John B, the truth, that's some rhetoric shit. If you looking in the mirror, you should know who this is. E.N.E for life, flip the L, we locking the shit. 40 pounds on this shit, his name say what it is. Down over down, test every day was a trick. G strong like the hero, red stars, baby, I'm so hard. My G, we used to get the deal with this shit. We looking down, we still looking up, view on this shit. If you want brother King, that's about to plus name pick.
Yeah. What up? Y'all already know what it is, man. Friday night, we here. Friday night wrap up, you dig? And y'all already know what it is, man. We here, man. Friday night wrap up, E.N.E Fridays. What's good? What's happening, man? What's good with y'all? What's going on, man? TGIF, man. Thank goodness it's Friday. You know what I'm talking about? We here. We made it. It's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm talking about? So many people didn't get to make it to this Friday. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to make sure we pay honor and homage to the Most High, you did. We got to make sure that we, you know what I'm saying, be thankful and grateful, you know what I mean, for being here this week. You feel me? Hold on. Hold on. Huh? Uh-oh. Hold on. We're gonna give it some time to load up. But yeah, though, we here, man. You know what I'm talking about? We here. It's a beautiful thing. We got my homie King L's in the building.
What up? What up?
What's the deal, man?
Shit, chilling out. What's good with you, bro?
Man, you know I can't call it, man. If I had your hands, I'd cut mine off, man.
Let's get it.
You know what I'm saying? Well, it's another Friday, and we here. Tap in and walk with us. Oh, what an eventful week we have this week here. What an eventful week it was this week. All right. I mean, seriously, L, it's been a pretty eventful week this week. Would you dare say?
There's been a lot of noise going on.
It's been a hectic week, if I do say so.
Yeah, it's definitely been very hectic.
It's been a crazy week. You understand? It's been a crazy week, and you know, we're gonna get to it, man. We ain't gonna waste no time. We ain't gonna play no games. You understand what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff to get at. A lot of stuff to discuss. You understand what I'm saying, man? How's everybody doing this evening? As y'all know, right? Recently, due to changing the guidelines of YouTube, they switched some things up. So your guys, y'all, as y'all see, y'all look down by the comment section where y'all can comment at. Y'all see that $sign, so that lets y'all know what your boy is monetized, man. Your guy is monetized. Listen here. If y'all should ever decide to hit the super chat, if y'all ever want to donate to the super chat, right? Understand that when y'all do that, that goes to Google. Google gets 30% of that, right? But when you do use the super chat function, that contributes, you know what I'm saying, to adding on to the revenue stream of me over here at A Real Talk. And you know, the more that y'all financially sow in, I'm not one of these guys on here. Like I don't ever ask y'all for cash apps. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? But understand that any money that is contributed to the program, to the situation, instantly gets reinvested back into the situation. You know what I'm saying? So just understand, the more y'all support, the more y'all gonna see y'all gonna see it. I'm gonna just tell y'all that. So, you know, support as you will, support as you want to. So, you know, Lance Parker, what it do, man? You know what I'm saying? If y'all actually want to support, you know what I'm saying, hit that Cash App for sure. But the Cash App is in the About section. Or if you want to, it's up to you. You know, send that super chat in, sue that super thanks in. That's on y'all. You feel me? But understand, the game is to be sold, not to be told, right? So if y'all feel, right, it's what I'm saying, 30% of $5 is $150. You feel me? Which I think is an even split. But understand, though, right, when y'all tapping in with me, I'm giving y'all quality content. I know this. I know this from the amount of females, the amount of emails I get, right? And when I actually see people out and about from the city who do be tapping in, and I done bumped into hella cats. Like, man, I see you doing your thing, and I see you being your city. Niggas be definitely watching too. They might not hit the like button. They might not subscribe to the page, but you're definitely watching. Right? Oh, I know this to be a fact. Uncle Diggity, what's good, man? So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all contribute however y'all see fit. You know what I'm saying? Understand, though, when you're getting good quality content like how we doing over here, you know what I'm saying? It's only right that y'all contribute to it in order to help and nurture its growth. You feel me, Blade Monger? That's the same thing I said, man. Shout out to YouTube for recognizing real content, man. That's the same thing I said, man. So with that being said, we're going to get right to it. We ain't going to waste y'all's time because we definitely ain't wasting ours. You hear me? See, we do this for the love. It's all love when you do it for the love, yo.
Real talk.
You hear me? It's all love when you do it for the love, man. But see, when you got real ones like myself, like my brother King Els, you know what I'm saying, like my brother Red Supreme, you know what I'm saying, like my brother Sir Ism, you know, talking about like my brother Mr. O, when he do come through, you know, talking about it's only right that y'all support us, man. Support the real. Y'all been supporting the fake long enough. Support the real. least you're gonna see where the money go. You did. Now, I want to start this off tonight with this tragic story. Right? Oh man, this is sad, man. This is sad, man. I'm pretty sure, you know what I'm saying, this is the same story that L sent me, so, but did to me earlier. You know, I just was like, wow, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Damn, that's crazy, man.
That's wild.
That's the essence to the young brother, man. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, cheers to monetization, man. We gotta clean some stuff up. I'm gonna do a big purge tomorrow and Sunday. You know.
Yeah, that's wild, man.
This is crazy right here, man. You hear me?
Yeah,
this is absolutely insane. Rapper Gilly the Kid's son, Y.N.E Cheese, killed in triple shooting in Philadelphia. This is sad, man. Rest in the essence to this young brother, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, police responded to the 5800 block of Masher Street and found the 25-year-old shot in the back. The son of well-known Philadelphia hip-hop artist and entertainment mogul Gilly the Kid was shot and killed Thursday night in the E.N.E section of Philadelphia, right? Hold on real quick, y'all. I had to wipe the screen off real quick. Y'all step y'all's PC game up, get y'all touch screen. Get y'all touch screen PC.
What up, everybody? Glad y'all slide through on this great Friday night. You know what I mean?
Yeah, y'all already know what it is. Y'all know what to do. OG, what it do, man? My man OG in the building, right? Let's get to it, right? The son of well-known Philadelphia hip-hop artist and entertainment mogul Gilly the Kid was shot and killed Thursday night in the E.N.E section of Philadelphia, according to police, leading to an outpouring of grief from many who knew him as his father, as well as who knew him and his father, as well as outrage over the city's ongoing gun violence crisis. It's extremely violent in Philadelphia right now, man. Extremely violent.
Yeah.
Right. Rest of the essence to this young brother, man. You hear me? Devin Spady, also known as Y.N.E Cheese, was shot in the back just before 8:30 p.m. when shots were fired on the 5800 block of North Masher Street. Officers responding to the scene found the 25-year-old unresponsive and rushed him to the Einstein Medical Center, where he died shortly after arrival. Around the corner, police also found a 28-year-old man shot twice in the leg and drove him to Einstein. A third victim, a 31-year-old, shot in the hip, arrived at the hospital in a private car. Police said both are in stable condition. Video from the scene shows that a group of men were having a conversation on the corner of West Nedro Avenue and North Masher Street when they heard gunshots and started running, said Deputy Police Commissioner Frank Venori. At least 10 shots were fired, he said. Venori said he wasn't sure whether the shots were fired by someone in the group or from farther down the block. The motive remains unclear, and no weapon has been recovered and no arrest has been made, Venori said. Spady was the father of a young son, according to his social media, and he was following his own father's footsteps, pursuing a career in music. Police said he was living in Winecoat, just over the city line in, Montgomery County. Look at this young brother with his daughter. That's sad, or his son. That's crazy. His father, born Nasir Fard, rose to fame in the late 90s as a founding member of the hip-hop group Major Figures, from the Erie Avenue section of North Philadelphia. He went by Gillie the Kid at the time, but now goes by Gillie the King. Gillie hosts $1 million worth of game, a weekly podcast with his cousin and social media influencer Wallow, also known as Wallow Peoples, who was also a member of Major Figures. Major Figures. Didn't know that. Don't recall that. The show is the top music podcast on Apple Podcasts, with each episode averaging 1 million views. They've attracted massive followings for their discussions on relationships, music, comedy, and Black life and culture, and host stars like Shaquille O'Neal, Michael B. Jordan, LL Cool J, Alicia Keys, and Kevin Hart. They often use their platform to share candid advice to young Black men about building successful lives despite societal roadblocks, something they endured themselves growing up in North Philly. Oh my gosh, man. So sad, man. As much as Wallow and Gillie do for the community of Philadelphia, as much as they pour into the young brothers and try to stray them away from killing each other and gun violence, to have his son be a victim of gun violence is tragic and a reminder that life indeed is not fair, said Leonard McKelvey, also known as Charlemagne the Fraud. Right? The pair was supposed to guest host the popular New York show Friday Morning with Charlemagne before tragedy struck, he said. Parents aren't supposed to be burying their children, Charlemagne said. On social media Friday, media icons and the public alike began sharing tributes to Spady and his family. Wallow, in a heartfelt Instagram post, wrote that usually when I talk to you, I got a lot to tell you. Tonight, the pain in my heart and tears spoke to you. I love you, but I don't like cheese. I got your father. Rest well. Spady's killing was one of 236 homicides recorded in the city this year through Thursday, according to police statistics. That's a 23% decrease compared to last year's pace, but still a much higher pace than the year before, 2020, when the gun violence crisis began to reach record levels. Another 800 people have been shot but survived this year. Police data shows a 22% drop compared to last year, but well above the pace typically recorded in years before 2020. Rest in peace to that young brother, man. God damn, man. God damn, young brother, man. Now, let's get to it.
Do you know anything about that part of Philly? Stop.
Why was Gillie's son still in Philly? Gillie just signed the deal, man.
Right.
Gillie just signed $100 million. $100 million, $100 million, $100 million, and I come from the ghetto. And I come from the ghetto. Nigga better throw your hood up. Nigga better throw your hood up. That song.
That's wild, man. Yeah. Hey, man, you get all that money. I ain't trying to say you can't go to the hood, but man.
That's Gillie's son right there, man. Young Spady. Right?
Super sad, man.
I'm not convinced. I'm not so easily duped. Right? All right.
I think you cutting in and out, bro.
You said you think I'm cutting in and out?
Oh, I didn't know if you was talking or not. It sounded like
Nah, I just want to say, ain't no way my son in the hood for shit. If I got one, I'm about to get to it, y'all. Just relax, be patient, right?
North Philly. Yeah, man. It ain't right. But it also ain't right to have motherfuckers just like the Wild West.
That shit is annoying, man.
Just out here, man. These young niggas just shooting for man.
Okay, Wallow and Gillie reportedly signs contract extensions, $100 million deal with Barstool Sports. Now, this was back in October 21st of last year. Right? Gillie the King brought to tears as he and Wallow seemingly signed new contract with Barstool Sports. Guess who is on the chairboard of Barstool Sport? Guess who sits on the chairboard of Barstool Sports? Guess who sits on the chairboard of Barstool Sports? I'm just going to say this, man. You get $100 million from these people, somebody got to go, man. And I know a lot of y'all don't like to hear stuff like that because y'all hold these dudes in high regard, and these guys are impervious and not a beyond. They're beyond reproach and can't do no wrong. But $100 million dealing with people that run Barstool and Hulu and Amsterdam Vodka, that's a huge endorsement. All right. You is rubbing different type of people. And I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. I don't give a damn what Gilly got to say about it. Rest in the essence to his son, man. You don't get $100 million for nothing. Oh, $100 million. Somebody gotta go. Somebody gotta go. You think Gilly the kid got the $100 million deal because he's a good businessman and he does good business? Now, if you think that, hey, knock yourself out. I beg to differ. I don't know what the story is behind this situation. I'm pretty sure it's very deep, and I'm pretty sure it's something that's worth looking into. But rest in the essence to the young brother. Yeah. Understand when you're dealing with these people, man.
That's a very unfortunate event right there,
when
man.
Y'all dealing with these people, man. You don't listen here. $100 million. Do you know what type of tax bracket you're in now? Do you understand the people who you are rubbing elbows with and coming into concert with? You understand who you're gonna be dealing with when you get to this 100 million level? Now here comes the kicker. Because it could well be that, young brother was involved in some street shit and it popped off. But on the other hand, let's just pay attention to Gilly's career. Let's just pay attention to Gilly's career trajectory and see where it goes as a result of this situation. And that's going to be the proof in the pudding for y'all right there. Tap in, walk with us, smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. Of course, sharing your sister engineering. You did.
Philly niggas is wild, yo. Don't be out there on the Philly blocks, y'all. Them niggas is shooting like
okay, so L, I'm looking on this hard drive, and where's our music at? I'm seeing a lot of Rock City, Rolling in the Deep. I'm seeing a lot of other stuff, man.
Got everything on there. You just gotta type it in, Elite Nation or name or a feature. Gotta make your own folders, bro. I just transfer everything over. Or know what song you looking for, just type it
Elite
in.
Nation Entertainment.
Yep, you can do that. E.N.E, E.N.E, concealed weapons.
All right, here we go. I see it now.
Shit, you just gotta type it in. You gotta play with it. Put it in a big folder.
Okay, hold on. What's that joint with me and Court and what's that? You on there too? Ain't that y'all three?
Yeah, shit. That's on I don't know the name of it, but it's on Courts. You gotta type in like Court. It should
on Smoke Break.
Nah, I wasn't on no Smoke Break mixtape. It was on Court's old computer file. I got a whole file with computer files from Court's old computer. They should have it in there. Type in court, and then see if you see a file folder open up, say like courts computer files or something. And it should be a folder. And I got like a lot of the old predated stuff before I think that was like before I even went out to college. So that was like the shit with me. So I have a couple tracks on there.
Let's see what's going on. I'm gonna play some old school shit for y'all tonight, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. Yeah, dude, don't them in the pursuit. That's what it sound like, OG, like a trade-off. Right? Kanye already gave up game. No need to speculate on Gilly. So you know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing I'm saying right there, too, Uncle Diggity, man. Kanye done sit up there and said it out his mouth, man. I sacrificed my mom. He said that out his mouth. Did a whole live stream on it. So, and he got way more bread than Gilly. like extremely much more. You feel me? So you know what I'm saying, man? The devil getting these dudes for cheap, man. You know, getting you guys for cheap, man. You know?
Yeah, there you go. There go all the old shit right there.
Huh?
You gotta go to when you go to Court's old computer. I just opened it up on mine. Sealed weapons.
Very unfortunate, man. Crazy.
Yeah, that's a sad story right there. That's super sad, man. You don't ever want to hear nothing like that. And I know he had to be really young. 19, 20 probably.
Nah, he was 25.
25?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. And he was a rapper too, right?
Yeah.
Hey, trying to do something positive. Make a little money out here. That's sad, man. You don't never want to hear nothing like that.
Yeah, you don't want to be hearing nothing like that about the young brother, man. What the hell? Yeah, man. I'm gonna have to probably mess around with this, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of shit on here.
There's a lot of stuff on here, man. It's crazy stuff on here. I'm gonna have to look through this joint. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look through that some other time, man. All right, man. So we're gonna do it like this, man. I just knew I was gonna be able to play some old school shit, but I guess
Go
not.
to the you don't know, you can't see the files.
I mean, I can see the files though, but it's like it's not letting me like search through them or nothing though. Like,
Like you go to like where it say courts, old computer files, or you can just go to E.N.E. Like when you hit that all, it should like bring everything down, at least in the folders. Most of it's all in folders.
I'm looking at this something. What's this? Reflection of a Gemini.
Should have like if you go down to E.N.E, you got Freedom of Speech mixtape. You got the Smoke Break mixtape, and those is fresh off of that Piff. You can just pick a song on any of these. Yeah, it's music for days. There's definitely a lot of old E.N.E out here. Like you have the catalog. You can just pick a song and you good. Especially off that Smoke Break mixtape. That was classic. That's the shit that got us really popping. I remember when we hooked up from DJ Watts from the Bronx, man. Shout out to DJ Watts, man, the bakery game, man. He put us on like what 6 mixtapes. The Time Is Money mixtapes. That was a fire. He was a real solid dude. Till they wasn't.
Freedom of speech. Court computer files.
Yep.
Concealed weapons, E.N.E. Small cow, I see it now. Unknown album. That's like 7 unknown albums on here.
Yeah, we ain't put out a lot of shit. That's the thing. You know, a lot of that shit is just there.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do right here, y'all, man. All right, this is how we're gonna do it right. So y'all hear that?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Freedom of my speech, 10 different hustles, play them right and you'll be out of reach. Hard press, I confess, my grind froze above the week. 12 great flips, new J's, damn near every week. Now I switch to customized whips with the newest sneaks, top floor, getting top dog by the truest freak. Religion money, getting trying to dodge a fucking system. Hard to believe my niggas came from cotton picking, but I love my niggas. I mean all of y'all, even the ones that's out there praying for my downfall. 2 fingers up, I pass by, keep me on my toes. Delete my roads, we get toasted with all of my bros. Niggas try to come to the store for candy, shit is closed. I ain't no red in my feet, nigga, here we go. Spaceship flow, how I think you a flame, nigga. Y'all some sand fooey rappers, no game, niggas.
Top down, flashing days up in the streets. My babies gotta eat, just the way it's gotta be. So I hustle with my top down and my roof on. This is all that bitches are rolling. With my top down and my roof on. This is all that bitches are rolling.
At times I feel I'm living life just like a savage. Long dreads, jewelry, but I'm nothing like the average. I'm strictly about the cabbage, trying to live lavish. Rock the latest fashions and Benz S classes. Blunts with thick ashes, chicks with fat asses. No point to run the race when I know you won't pass this. I'm like a young Cassius, I won't take a loss. I got bitches who will set you up and skate with your boss. See it's safe like a wall if you with my crew, cause we all got license to carry them tools. And the niggas that we good with, y'all scared of them too. And the hoes that you're losing, we share with the crew. I'm daring you to bring it in if you want. Stories of it getting hit over some beers and a blunt. You the type to get pussy and disappear in the cut. I'm the type to get focused on getting grands every month.
Top down, flashing days up in the streets. My babies gotta eat, just the way it's gotta be. So I hustle with my top down and my roof on. This is all that bitches are rolling. With my top down and my roof on. This is all that bitches are rolling.
My nigga John Boy did his thing on that hook, man. I gotta say that, man. You hear me? Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. Of course, share it on your social engineering, right? Of course, share on your social engineering, right? This right here is crazy, man. I know y'all done heard about this.
Fan, bro. You know. Nigga. I blame the streets, bro. Cause that nigga Kodak stand up for the streets, bro. You know, a lot of street niggas look up to that nigga, bro. I blame the streets, bro. If the streets fuck with that nigga, music again, I blame the streets, bro. If Florida fuck with that nigga, I blame the streets, bro. I was a Kodak fan, bro. You know, nigga fucked me up. Man. You ain't got no principles, man. You ain't got. If any city fuck with you on the street, niggas fuck with you. All them niggas who look up to you in the streets, who really in the streets, putting it down on niggas and listening to your music, letting you guide them through their struggle. If them niggas fuck with you again, you gotta blame the streets, bro. Like, fuck me up, bro. You know,
I know this.
money ain't gonna make you sell your mark. Nigga, you gonna make millions any kind of way, nigga. You famous, nigga. Niggas don't have no morals, you know. If money make you sell your soul like that, biggest rat in the world, bro. Like, $1 million, 2, 3 million, 4 million, it don't matter. You do that, you'll take a dick for 30 million. You'll put it in your mouth. If money make you do that, behind closed doors, if they offer you 30 million, you'll put that in your mouth, nigga.
Where
he a troll, bro. It's like
pause.
That's why nobody do nothing to him when they see him, because they know it's like
rap beef usually always ends in embarrassment or even worse, harm. Even people like 6ix9ine, someone you never would have thought would get touched, was recently beat up and recorded. But unlike 6ix9ine, this one internet troll has said,
right? What y'all think about that? He said, I think Boosie having trouble figuring out the streets and the industry are two different places. You feel me?
I feel you, Uncle D. I think a lot of niggas do, man. A lot of niggas can't.
This is my thing with Boosie, though, man. Right?
Yeah,
Boosie. It's a lot of people who are no longer here because they was interacting with you, man. And that's what I'm saying. My nigga Nike boy Zeke in the building, man. Don't nobody look up to no goddamn Kodak Black. Maybe these little young dumbass niggas. But ain't no real niggas looking up to no motherfucking Kodak Black, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. My nigga Nike boy Zeke in the building, man. Go get that motherfucking tape. My nigga Nike boy Zeke been putting it down on the ones and twos, man. That nigga got that he made them damn strip kebabs the other day, man. Yeah, I'm watching Nike boy Zeke, man. Yeah. My nigga made the motherfucking what you make some my nigga Nike boy was putting it down on that grill. You know what I'm talking about? Them scrimps.
You already know.
Too many outposts. You right, man. Men in pursuit. Too many outposts. Not enough real ones, man.
Hey, but this is not no outpost. Hold up. Let's get it corrected. This ain't no outpost nigga. This is where a lot of people was getting confused with a nigga like 6ix9ine. This nigga, he's not an outpost. Outpost was actually in these streets. He was actually committing crimes with these niggas. This nigga 6ix9ine was a motherfucking civilian running with niggas who was taking his money and basically gave him clout. He wasn't no street nigga. Like, that's the difference between a nigga like Outpost. And see, that's what I think a lot of people get the lines blurred with a nigga like 6ix9ine. This nigga wasn't a nigga who was committing crimes with these niggas. He may have been around, which is different. But he was a good kid, like Nike boy said. He was a good kid. He
was a straightforward guy. He's a good guy.
He wasn't like when you see, and I think a lot of people think and a lot of this dislike, even Boosie. Like a lot of niggas, like Boosie's confused, and I would think him being an OG, he would be able to see this.
That's
like,
the thing, man. Boosie ain't no damn OG, man. I don't give a fuck what nobody said.
You
Boosie
know.
ain't none of nobody's OG.
But my thing is this, like when you've been around niggas this long in the game, and that's why I don't say like Boosie, him, you know, I heard this earlier, like, hey man, like shut the fuck up, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Shut the fuck up.
6ix9ine is not no like all these niggas calling him the biggest rat in the world. No, he is not.
He's not the biggest rat in the
This
world.
nigga didn't even rat on niggas who was getting money. He was the nigga getting money. Them was his fucking flunkies that was basically punking this nigga for protection. And you know what I mean? Some shit went down between him, and that nigga told, like, hey, he was either gonna go to jail or they was gonna go to jail. That was some shit. The Troy Ave shit. Hey, these New York niggas, well, Troy Ave actually was active, so he's a little different. His situation a little different. But this nigga right here, he wasn't none of that. Like, he wasn't out here hitting no licks. He wasn't out here in the streets. He wasn't known for doing none of that, busting his gun, robbing it, none of that. Like, and I'm not encouraging that because this is like the worst you can do. Like, the niggas he was chilling with was actually dumb as hell. Like, once you get to that level of stardom that he was
at, ass niggas, man.
Yeah, you was getting that much money.
All them niggas was dumb ass niggas, man.
And they was dumb at, like, let me tell you how dumb the niggas that he was running with. Like, these niggas was already extorting this nigga for millions, and then y'all go to pushing this nigga off the edge. Y'all should, like, back in the day when you had like a nigga in your neighborhood that made it, that nigga couldn't be touched
at all. Niggas
like
protected niggas, man.
Like, that's the way, that's the rules we play. Like, that nigga couldn't be touched. He was the golden kid in the neighborhood. You couldn't touch that nigga. And honestly, like, that's what 6ix9ine should have been to these niggas. And these niggas try to start robbing this nigga and fucking this girl. And I'm like, damn, these niggas, like, they was treating him like a nigga that he kind of was in a sense. But at the same time, it's just crazy that you would do that to your cash cow and they fucked up. Now all these niggas in jail. And here he again. You know what I mean? So, you know, you just gotta watch it. If y'all niggas in the streets, I for one encourage y'all to get out the streets. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
take that money
in them streets.
Get your lawyer money up first. You know what I mean? If y'all smart, first you get your lawyer money, then you get to find a way to get up out that shit, get you a business, get the fuck up out of that shit. And if you smart enough, you know what I mean, you able to get up out of that shit and make something happen with it. See, this nigga, he was out position. 6ix9ine actually put himself, for him to be such a smart dude that actually built himself up independently the way he did, he was genius in a sense. Like, the way that he took on the rap game, that 2-year run that he had, that shit was genius.
And I gotta agree with my nigga Nike boy Zeke, man. Boosie literally does everything he speaks against, man. Literally.
Yeah. Boosie gets out of jail.
This is my thing with Boosie, man. This is my thing with old Torrance, man. Nigga, shut up, nigga. Your whole fucking gangster career is in question now, nigga. I know niggas from fucking Baton Rouge, and I gotta say, man, everybody that I know from Baton Rouge or that I've ever met from Baton Rouge, they spoke highly of Boosie, and they said his street cred is solid, right? Yeah. But no, I haven't spoken to everybody. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people from Baton Rouge who would say the opposite, right? When I look at Boosie, I don't see a boss. I don't see an OG. I don't see a leader. I don't see a nigga that's worthy to look up to at all.
Yeah, you gotta remember,
especially when I look into the nigga, especially when you look into the case of the homie Marlo Mike.
Yeah.
Marlo Mike is a stand-up young brother because most other dudes in his situation would have been done spilled the beans, man. So, you know what I mean, man? Listen here, y'all, man. I'm going to tell y'all some real shit, man.
Uncle Diggity, you're right. That nigga is
ain't nothing cool about going to the joint, man.
That nigga is not leadership.
That nigga Nike boy done been to the Fed joint. My nigga Uncle Diggity done been to the Fed joint. I done been all through the state system. I know a lot of my niggas done been through the Fed system, the state system. Listen here, y'all. Ain't shit cool about going to jail, man. You did not win. Now you may have won in the sense that you know you going to jail was a blessing in disguise, and you got your life saved, and it's a bigger plan for you. But there ain't nothing cool about that shit as far as having some stripes or you know a badge of honor, my nigga. Ain't shit popping in the joint, my nigga.
Yeah, it's only
Niggas
so
got
much you can
crazy,
do.
man. And then, like I say, man, you know, niggas like me, niggas like my nigga Nike Boy, niggas who actually been to the joint and can actually speak on this shit from a spot, a place of experience and knowledge. You see, we don't talk about that shit. Y'all watch Nike Boy's content. He don't really talk too much about being in the joint. You don't hear me talking too much about being in the joint. You know, I might mention it as in context to a conversation, man, but that's not what my content is surrounded around. I don't want to be known as the nigga that's been in the joint. He said the new OJ Simpson not gonna work. My nigga Nike Boy is the person who coined the phrase that Boosie is the new OJ.
Boosie just different, man.
Boosie ain't different. He the same as any other dumbass nigga that you might know.
I mean, as far as the way he
holding on to some bullshit, nigga. You $1 million plus nigga, so we think.
He about to do a Vlad interview soon.
Just like Gilly the Kid's son, man. The fuck you still got that little nigga out in the hood for, man? You know what I'm talking about? But this nigga, what y'all think about Kodak Black? Kodak Black and goddamn 6ix9ine. Y'all heard the song?
Nah, I ain't hear it yet.
Nigga, I don't even want to listen to that song, my nigga.
What's crazy, I actually like
you feel me, like you boy Z, like nigga, you ain't pull no triggers, Boosie, Torrance, nigga, you ain't shot no damn body, you ain't putting no damn work, but allegedly you've given the word for it. So nigga, if I am the so-called boss, nigga, hold on, if I'm the so-called boss and I give orders and tell you niggas go get them niggas, and y'all go get them niggas. Guess who's gonna go down for the bye-bye too? If my name or if I get mentioned in it, guess who's gonna go down? See, the boss always takes the hardest fall. Look at Big Meech.
I thought Boosie got off of a couple murders though.
That's what we talking about, man.
Yeah, yeah. I'm about to say Boosie beat a couple murder cases.
Yeah, that's what he just got out the joint for.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying, man. He should just be like you said. He just need to just once you get out, you done already did some shit, got lucky, got out a couple times off of some shit that you did. Just keep it copacetic. Keep that shit moving.
Hey, OG, I couldn't have said it better myself, OG. Niggas like me, niggas like my nigga Nike Boy, we done came home, we done closed that chapter, and we doing something different, man. My brother, Mr. O, with the info. My Joe from Chicago. What happening, man?
Man, what's happening, Joe? What's up, King Gale? What's up, Verge, man? What it do, yo?
What's the deal, man? So what you think about this Yak and 69 Rainbow hair ass boy making a song together, man? What's your take on it, man? It's over with for Kodak. Hey, his career is over.
No, it's not.
Or is it?
Nope.
Kodak, one of the hottest niggas out right now. Kodak will be just fine.
Yo, bro, I'm gonna have to sound like my boy J May. Yo, it hit different when rap pay you what my man just said though, man. Kodak just went in on this shit. He said, man, it hit different when a rap give you cheese.
Hold up. Verge, you ain't scrolled down from them shits I sent you. Guess who got the #1 hip hop song on the charts right now?
Who?
Gunna.
And that's crazy because he's a rap bastard. He ain't got a gangster bone in his
punk bullshit.
Bro,
bullshit.
Verge got it. Look, it's on that shit right there. Tell Verge to scroll down a little bit. It's one of the stories after I just sent it.
Man, scroll down, fool.
He gonna pull the story up, bro.
Yo, this rap hold on, man. Hold on. Because I be forgetting I'm a civilian now.
Gunna has the #1 hip hop song out right now. It just hit #1 on the hip hop rap charts or whatever. Gunna. So, like I said, Kodak will be good.
Yeah,
Kodak will be.
I know he's gonna be good. That's why I asked the
You
question.
know, it's about to, Kodak's numbers is about to go up because now everybody's about to. Hey, he got paid $1 million for the feature. Off top.
I know that's
Man.
right. I know that's right, Blade Monger, man. Talk to him, man. You hear what my nigga Blade Monger saying? Hold on, let me put that shit up on the screen. That's going up on the screen.
Man, that's crazy though. This nigga, this rap bastard.
You hear me?
Damn, I didn't know it was the R&B charts too. I just thought it was a straight hip.
You hear me, man? Look at what my man Blade Monger said, man. You been banging that E.N.E. You been on that SoundCloud, man. You been looking at it on YouTube.
We gotta
You
get
been
you
banging these 4 joints we got on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm about to that's what I'm doing tomorrow since I got a good free day. I don't really got too much. Might slide down to the Red Fest, but I'm gonna upload some of the old joints too that got taken off due to the .piff closure and all that. So I'm gonna put up the old mixtapes, Smoke Break, Freedom of Speech, and I'm gonna put up some of my old joints too. So, you know, we're gonna get some shit.
Hey, I feel the same way, OG. Let me read what OG said. OG said Boosie. I think Nike Boy spoke on this before too. Boosie should have made music and took care of his health. He could have capitalized on good health, vitamins, and more. Yeah, health and wellness and shit. You already know, Blade Monger. I appreciate that. What my man Uncle Diggity say, separate street from industry and it won't be puzzling. Exactly, man.
Right.
And that's the thing, though. They trying to merge the two like they similar and they ain't, man. These fucking streets ain't nothing like the damn music game and vice versa, man. You
and make sure you go check out Nike
music. You niggas don't know nothing about being out here in these streets for real. And you street.
Nah, I can't say that, Verge. I can't say that. You know, my city. Go ahead.
What I'm saying now, man. Let me finish what I'm saying. And you street niggas, niggas who done had to make the transition to get into the music industry. Nigga, you niggas done show that you niggas is basically willing to do anything for some money. The list goes on. Your favorite rappers. If you think that these niggas got to where they got in their music careers and they aren't compromised and had to do some freaky lascivious shit, nigga, you crazy. And I'm talking about your favorites. Even the ones ain't here like my nigga DMX, rest in the essence. If y'all think DMX ain't do no fucking lascivious nasty shit, something wrong with y'all, man.
I mean, that's why you gotta respect the independent artists to the heart, man.
Yeah, you got to. I done seen the toughest niggas.
What's crazy?
Hold on, let me say this, man. Right? I done seen some of the toughest, most so-called gangsterous niggas bow down in the joint. I done seen these niggas turn straight punk in the joint. Messing with straight boys. Killers. So I don't want to hear none of that tough ass out of shot botnet dudes. I got bodies. I got babas. I got homies. I don't care nothing about that shit, man. I know niggas with bodies that's in the joint getting hit in their ass right now. Pause.
Yeah, we seen Omar on The Wire.
And we got a whole generation of Omars right now.
Right now.
I was locked up with a bunch of Omar ass niggas.
Yeah.
You hear me? And I'm telling you right now, man, all that gangster shit. As soon as I find out you mess with boys, I ain't saying I'm just gonna disrespect you and play you like a broad or nothing like that. Cause you still a man, and you still will body something. But you know, you ain't gonna get no type of respect as a man from me, as far as like hanging out with you, acknowledging you or anything. I used to look at niggas I know from the streets of my city who I know was messing with boys in the joint. That shit used to break my fucking heart, man. And I used to just look at them niggas like.
It's more common. It's crazy. I done heard of some shit. You know, you hear about shit. You know, the city talks. I really don't tend to get to that. But like you said, man, you just be surprised at some of the names you hear get caught up in some of that shit. It is what it is, man.
It is bullshit.
Gunna.
What fuck you mean? Gunna gets first number one on hot R&B and hip hop songs charts. See, that's what I'm saying, man. Where my nigga Nike Boy at, man? Uncle D.
I ain't listened to it yet.
Yo,
This is
it
what I'm
was
talking
so
about right
crazy.
here, man.
Most people said it's a nice album though. The
Man,
reviews
fuck all
I've heard,
that shit is whack. I don't want
I
to hear
haven't
that
listened
shit.
to it yet.
I don't want to hear none or known rap bastard
Yeah,
ass man. Ain't nothing that nigga
I never
saying
was.
nice. Ain't nothing hot. Ain't nothing
Yeah,
tight. Ain't nothing lit. None of that shit, man.
I
Fuck
never
this
listened
nigga.
to Gunner like that anyway, except for like on features and shit. You know what I mean?
You niggas gonna go out there and listen. I hear niggas saying the album tight though. Like, come on,
Yeah,
man.
I ain't heard it
Come
yet.
on,
I
man.
can't put a stamp on nothing I ain't heard, so I can't even say if it is or it ain't. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
he
that's it.
definitely
That's the
told.
reviews
He
in the
definitely
street.
told years ago when he did that goddamn Crime Stoppers joint, man. Y'all niggas in the Nike boy, man. What's up with the niggas in Atlanta? Love doing fucking Crime Stopper commercials, man. I did that shit. This nigga
That
did
probably be
that.
part of their probation, though, man. You
What's
know what
up
I
with
mean?
that shit, Nike boy, man? What's up with them niggas doing that shit, Joe?
That's part of their probation, most likely. If you a famous nigga to get caught, they're gonna use your ass for publicity, extorting them. Probably be
That
like, we
nigga
take
Gunner
2
ain't no
years
fucking.
off.
He wasn't famous when he was on Crime Stoppers.
That nigga was popping.
What the fuck he was? Who the fuck heard of Gunner when he was on Crime Stoppers?
That nigga Gunna been popping for a little minute.
He wasn't popping when he was on that damn Crime Stoppers.
I mean, like I said, I ain't going. You know me, I'm never going to put a stamp on something if I don't know time period. So I would have to check the stats.
At the time he was on Crime Stoppers, he was not popping at all.
I don't like. I just know he been popping for a minute. That's all I could speak on.
I'm not saying he hasn't been. I'm saying when he was on that Crime Stoppers, he was not popping.
I don't know because Atlanta, you know these niggas.
You know now because I'm telling you, nigga, he was not popping. Nike boy is from Atlanta. Nike boy, you remember that shit, bro?
He could probably speak
the
on
nigga
it.
Gunner popping on the music scene when he did the Crime Stoppers.
Because you got to remember these niggas in Atlanta. Before we hear these niggas is already selling out shows.
Man,
crazy.
I'm not talking about popping on a local Atlanta side. I'm talking about popping to the level where he is now, or where he got caught up.
I'm just saying, them niggas in Atlanta can make $500,000, $600,000, $1 million touring in Atlanta just being in Atlanta. They ain't even gotta leave out of Atlanta. That's why niggas move to Atlanta is to do shows in Atlanta. I know niggas that went out. They famous down there, but I don't know.
Yeah, my nigga OG just I know he was not when he did the Crime Stoppers, he was not popping.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I can't.
You know now, nigga, we just two niggas just told you. What you mean you don't know?
I still gotta do my research, bro. I can't. You know, I ain't a nigga that just. I mean, if
that
y'all
nigga
say
was
it,
not
that's what
popping,
y'all say. But I would have to do this.
Wasn't popping.
I gotta do research myself and see.
You can still do your research. So I'm just saying, but he was not popping.
Yeah. I just don't. You know me.
Nike boy was in here, so he'll be able to tell us, man. Nike boy is a real one from the A. He would know. You hear me?
Hey, I mean, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
like
even outside of that, the nigga Gunner was absolutely not popping when he did that goddamn it Crime Stopper. He was not popping. Do all the research you want. You're going to come to find out that he was absolutely not popping. Not at all. Not even a little bit popping.
When T.I. did his, though.
Say what?
T.I. was popping. He had his buzz when he did his for sure.
I mean, that's T.I. T.I. been popping since like 1998.
Well, I mean, yeah, you gonna look. I mean, you did.
I'm just saying, Gunner though. Gunner is a guy who's like.
That's
really
what I said.
He's just now
seen
coming
the video.
on the scene. He's not a guy who's been around.
T.I. look like a regular nigga in his too. You know what I mean? You ain't about to have all your jewels on. You ain't about to be all pop. You know what I mean? You ain't about to be dripped out. That's what I'm saying. I got to see when the date of that Crime Stoppers, and I got to follow. I don't really know his career like that. So like I said, I can't speak on his career. Now, I can speak on T.I. because I know T.I.'s career. I know when he was
I can speak on Gunner's career.
I don't know career. I don't know. I'm not familiar with Gunner
I
like
saw
that.
the goddamn it. I saw the goddamn Crime Stoppers, and yeah. He didn't go by Gunner. He went by his government name, so he couldn't have been Tupac.
Well, they not about to. He not about to say his name is Gunner on the Crime Stoppers.
I'm talking about when T.I. was on Crime Stoppers, they didn't say Clifford Harris. He used his name.
Yes, he did.
T.I.
No, he said Clifford Harris, bro. What are you talking about? You can pull the clip.
They called that boy T.I. They said Clifford T.I. Harris.
He said Clifford T.I. Harris. He said his whole entire fucking, not only his government and his artist name, bro.
He said Clifford. He definitely said Clifford T.I. Harris.
Like I said, but they threw that T.I. in there though. They threw that T.I. in there.
Yeah,
They didn't do
man,
that
he
with Gunner.
definitely
They
see
didn't
this
call
government.
him. They didn't call him whatever his weird ass name is, Gunner. They called that nigga his name, government.
Yeah, I mean they call you by your government. Yeah, you're
My
not
nigga
about to
Tosh
do no.
Beats was good.
Yeah,
My nigga Gunner was not, when he was on Crime Stopper, he was not popping at all. He was not popping. Not even a little bit. But he went on that Crime Stoppers though.
yeah. Like I said, I
You
can't
niggas
speak.
stop
to
going
that.
on Crime Stoppers, man. I'll stop doing that snitch ass rat bastard ass shit.
Yeah,
man.
don't. Is it snitching though? Who they snitching on when they going like what? When I watch the videos, they just telling niggas not to commit crimes, right?
I'm just it's the spirit of snitching though. It's fucking with the police. It's interacting with the boys, man. You know. Yeah.
This is something we could talk about.
I'm not going on Crime Stoppers, nigga. I'm not no Crime
I'm
Stopper.
not going on Crime Stoppers, but is it snitching going on Crime Stoppers?
I'm pretty sure niggas on Crime Stoppers that sit up there and rat bastards and shit. I'm positive. I'm pretty sure niggas who decide to go on Crime Stoppers is letting you know if you fucking call in, they're basically encouraging you to snitch. So, you know, by default, that would make you a rat bastard.
Well, not really, because you can only be a rat if you actually have something to do with the crime. If you're a civilian, you can't be a rat.
I mean, if you a civilian, yeah, though, but if you a street nigga in the streets.
But how many niggas from the streets is calling Crime Stoppers up?
Shit, you'd be surprised.
How many niggas is even watching TV and Crime Stoppers if you in the street? I can't remember even watching TV.
You'd be surprised at how many niggas, so-called street niggas, is calling those Crime Stoppers or niggas.
I mean, them niggas is normally already informants. If they call a Crime Stopper, them niggas is most likely already informants. I'm talking about what street nigga is watching TV and will call Crime Stopper. I just couldn't.
And this is what I'm telling you. You would be surprised, nigga.
I mean, I'm never surprised. Like I wouldn't be surprised if anybody did.
I don't know an exact number, but I'm guarantee you there've been a street nigga sit up there watching some shit and call, nigga. Just like how fucking faggot ass Chauncey sit up there and said, "Yeah, we're gonna see how motherfucking tough Kane is when the fucking police get this tape."
Oh yeah,
just like that.
Like Chauncey ass nigga, you already know that.
It's niggas just like that to this very day.
You know,
yeah, man. Yeah.
It's just me. It's hard for me to think about that just because that nigga I am. Because I don't watch TV.
About it, nigga.
I've never been a nigga that just sat and watched TV like that. Like, you know, watching Crime Stoppers. Like, if that shit pop up on my TV, I ain't like, I don't know. It's funny. It is funny. Like, I can't imagine niggas in the trap watching the Crime Stoppers and a nigga like, hey, I'm about to call on the nigga. Like, that's definitely gotta be a Dave Chappelle skit or some shit.
OG said street niggas. He said street niggas watching Crime Stoppers to know when to get out of town.
One of they niggas get knocked.
You can best believe it's some rat bastard ass niggas, man, watching Crime Stoppers just so they can see if it's somebody that they know, so they can be a rat bastard. It's some niggas that ain't even doing that. It's some niggas that just know what you doing and sat up there and said, "Hey, man, I know some niggas, man." I'm not talking about moving rocks major. I'm talking about major. Yes, man, this nigga's out there like that, man. That's exactly why I'm done in the streets. I'm cool, man. Y'all niggas play a dirty game nowadays. At least when I was really out there heavy, at least it was some layer, some form, or some type of loyalty and honor and respect. Nowadays, man, you couldn't pay me to be playing around. Shit,
I don't know, Verge. I mean, shit. When I was in the streets in the early 2000s, over into like the late 2000s, man, shit started hitting different. Shit started moving different. All the, you know,
that's what I said. Right when I got locked up, that's when shit started going sour. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially here in the streets over here on the south side of Chicago, bro, man. Once the old heads, the big heads and of all the gangs, especially the Sago Nation, right? These motherfuckers, man, ever since 1996, 1998, that's the reason why shit's not been great. I swear to God, bro, ain't no structure, ain't no motherfucker real true alliances. You know, with the gangbang stuff here in my city, you know what I'm saying? It's clique shit now. It really ain't no nation gang type of of stuff. Because you got, you know what I'm saying, us black disciples, you know what I'm saying, go against other black disciples and shit like that. And it ain't really supposed to be that way. So you got one click. If we go against another click, we all the same gang when we go to count.
Hey,
That's
Tox,
crazy.
I ain't never watch it either, Tox. I honestly don't even know if we have Crime Stoppers in Columbus, honestly. I couldn't even tell you if we have it in Columbus, Ohio. Like, I just thought that shit was some YouTube shit, honestly, but
What you talking about?
maybe we got it in Columbus. Do we have Crime Stoppers in Columbus?
Yes, we most definitely have Crime Stoppers in Columbus.
Even know. I feel like Tox. I ain't never watch it, so I don't really know. I don't watch the news and all that shit.
We most
So
definitely
I
do.
don't know.
We got 6 on your side, all that shit, Crime Stoppers, all that crazy shit.
I think
But
I
yeah, niggas, man, ain't no real niggas calling Crime Stoppers, but unfortunately, everybody playing around in these streets ain't a real nigga. Right?
familiar with it.
You
But
did.
yeah.
What my man OG say, man, he said niggas getting out the back of the cop car with die, OG. It ain't even niggas getting out the back car. Niggas riding in the front seat with no cuffs on. You hear me?
Hey,
You see a nigga front seat with no cuffs on, man. He working with them people. You understand what I'm saying, man? He working with them people, man.
Let me tell y'all some real shit. This is how different I am. These motherfuckers, I work in New Albany. New Albany is like where Lex Wex got his house and all that. So it's like an uppity city town right outside of Columbus.
It's real nice in New Albany, man.
Man, very nice.
I get my money right and I stay in the city. That's where I'm gonna move out to.
But let me tell you, the cops is on some bullshit. So I was working at motherfucking Discover Card, and I parked in a spot one time and I didn't pay this ticket, right? I parked in a handicap spot. I had my dad's sticker on, but they said they ain't see no handicap person. So they gave me a ticket, $300 ticket. I ain't pay that shit. I was going to pay it like literally in 2 weeks, and I just forgot about it, whatever. The cops came up to my job, and I see the cop cars pull up. I didn't think that was for me. My manager came and was like, hey, you know what I mean? Come to the front desk. I go to the front desk. The cops is right there. They put me in handcuffs. Well, they walked me outside and they put me in handcuffs, take me to the damn shit to pay a ticket. Literally, in New Albany. These motherfuckers, so then they take me back to work. Like, after that, you know what I mean? I go to the thing, they do my shit, I pay the ticket, they bring me back to work, and I said, oh, hell no. Y'all niggas, there's no way I'm about to, like, y'all about to drop me off at work. Nah, drop me off on the corner. I ain't even do shit, but had to go pay a ticket. And I'm like, hell nah. There's no way you about to have no nigga ever seen me hop out of a cop car. That shit's crazy. And I'm at work, y'all. I'm in the motherfucking New Albany. Don't nobody give a fuck about that shit. But it's just like these niggas was like, where you want me to put you? I'm like, nah, right here on the corner. Like, drop me off way back there. But nah, OG, if you think like Discover Card is a big ass complex, bro. It's big, bro. It's the parking lot is like football fields and shit. Like, it's big as fuck. But nah, bro, it wasn't no way I was about to let nobody see me hopping out of the cop car.
The bus back.
Yeah, I feel you, but nah, it wasn't no way I'm letting nobody see me hop out of a cop car and I ain't even do shit. That's just the way that, you know what I mean, niggas move. Like, that's crazy. That was crazy. But I was still out there at that time too, so I was still kind of moving around a little. I was making moves still. I wasn't all the way out. I was still 1 foot in at that time, but
right.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is this though, y'all, for real, man. You know we about to play some E.N.E, man. Listen, hey man, you niggas stay out the streets, man. Go get a job, start a business, figure some shit out. You know, do something, but you know, don't do anything that could possibly potentially end you up in a goddamn who's gal, man. It ain't worth it, man. It's not worth it. Trust me. Especially now. You fuck around, go to the joint, catch a number now. You fuck around, don't come home, bruh. Do you hear me, man? Y'all better understand what's going on in this goddamn country, in this world, man. I keep telling y'all, I've been telling y'all this shit for a long time now, too, man. I've been sitting up here telling y'all, man. Hell, you know how many motherfucking texts and inboxes I be getting from people like, man, I remember you.
Hey, man. Shit used to be real, man.
You know,
But a lot of niggas, like you said, I done heard of a lot of niggas running their mouth. Hey man, that's why you see I don't even be out here no more, man. And I don't even do nothing. That's the worst part about it. I don't even do nothing no more. I am non-active. I'm not an active motherfucker out here no more. But I just hear, you know, the streets talk. And you normally know shit. And niggas just, for some reason, like to just throw information at me. So I listen. I don't repeat it. I don't care about it. But I do keep it in the
patty ass niggas.
I keep it in my mind.
Talk about something like a bro. I just gotta talk about something.
Oh, these niggas is talking, man. Y'all gotta stop telling these niggas y'all's business, man. Because these niggas, they leak. They like them fucking paper cups when you leave water in it too long. These niggas gonna leak eventually, man. So don't be telling these niggas your business. Because I swear I know way too much about motherfuckers I care less to know about. But I do.
Yeah, like, I would be like, that's just, I feel you on that because I be like, man, I be knowing stuff about shit. I don't even want to know this. Like, right. You feel me? Like, this ain't none of my goddamn business, man.
Not my business. I don't even care about it. But I will register that shit for damn sure. That shit is right up here.
Man. Let's get to some E.N.E, man. Let's go, man. We about to play this classic track. You know what I'm saying? This is a classic track. You feel me? Hold on. This ain't the song I want to listen to, man. You know what I'm saying? This song right here got my man King Els featuring Nauseous and my brother King Els off of my brother Glitch the Guarantee. Glitch, where you at, Nick? Off my brother Glitch the Guarantee album, Up in Smoke. You hear me? Y'all can go to YouTube, you know what I'm talking about. Get that joint. You need. All you gotta do is just, you know what I'm saying, tap in, walk with us. I'm gonna put it in the chat. Y'all can go grab that joint. You know what I'm saying? This is For the Love, man. My brother Glitch the Guarantee featuring Nauseous and my brother King Els. Let's go. E.N.E all day, every day, no days off. You did.
You already know.
You feel me? Just keep winning and do what you do. You hear me? Let's go.
Yeah. Glitch the Guarantee. E.N.E 2020 got me seeing so clear. Y'all know what time it is. Ain't no games. We up in smoke. For the love up.
The van go with his shit, my flow flood yachts. The last speedboat had my stomach in a knot. Some rappers is fruit, get sliced like apricots. A legend when it comes to the brave like Bobby Cox. Leave 'em 6 feet under, gotta keep it distance. You sign up for this fam, that must be a misprint. It's cool though, you good enough for honorable mention. My flow Doctor Strange from a different dimension. I be blowing Skywalker, having cloudy inventions. Like your contract killers, get contract extensions. Like how am I guilty for leaving no witnesses? That's like a mechanic not knowing what an engine is. Get to the dividends, subtract the rest, and multiply the funds that are add to the set. We do it all for the love of the dope and respect. And before you sign that, add 0 to the check.
5 extra right when the time is right. Yeah. Cold days turn into a summer night. Yeah. We about to go viral, nigga. Let's be precise. All for the love of the dope, nigga. We earn it stripes. It's all love when you do it for the love.
It's all love. The first thing we talked about tonight, Todd.
It's all love. It's all love when you do it for the love. It's all love. It's all love when you do it for the love, nigga. The shit I pour on my pen becomes a deadly weapon. Racing to the money, this shit is seen from the Fast 7. I'm on the road to the richest, nigga. I'm teaching lessons. Bipolar, snap on the track at any given second. Glitch, nigga, I get my cake and I eat it too. Treat my girl just like the cake, I gotta eat her too. In and out of states, like nigga, this what the fuck I do. Ask me if I feel we the best, I yabba dabba do. Keep my Wilma with me every time I cruise the city. Double D's, I got a thing for big titties, real talk. I can make a cripple nigga moonwalk. Spitting flames, wildfire when the boys talk. Blowing gas for real, nigga, the fuck you thought. I've been stacking cash for real, nigga, it's in the
Looking
vault.
out, OG,
It's all
man.
love
We
when
try
you
to
do it for the
put
love,
our all
bro.
into our
We at the
music,
top,
bro.
that's a glitch to
We doing this shit
guarantee,
since we was
ho.
like 16,
Bit vibe
15,
extra
16,
right
like
when the time is right. Rich, nigga. Cold days turn into a summer night. Yeah. We about to go viral, nigga, let's be precise. All for the love of the dope, nigga, we earn stripes. It's all love when you do it for the love, though. It's all love when you do it for the love, though. It's all love when you do it for the love, though. It's all love when you do it for the love, though.
My love eternal, my reflection be most dead. No love can earn you, had you tighten on a ghost net. Post net images all in the sky now. Make no sense, your son asked why we die now. Put her to the spot with 20 P's in the Y. Motor like the pie hot, it be cool when it drop. You ain't making it rain lane, that's precipitation. When it's get go, you get no love or participation. Like Andre erasing cheese A's with my bacon. Mean the money and the chicks come with green on green makers. Damn life be great when you own everything you touch. Talking all reckless, neat guy, you must be in the rush. I really love you, I scream one at the end line. Only one above you, my homie kept it in line. It was mean on the stripes like a tiger with a bit. Never let the beast consume you in the belly of the shit. King.
Vibe extra right when the time is right, yeah. Cold days turn into a summer night, yeah. We about to go viral, nigga, let's be precise. All for the love of the dope, nigga, we earning stripes. It's all love when you do it for the love, though. It's all love when you do it for the love, though. It's all love when you do it for the love, though. It's all love when you do it for the love, though.
We're gonna run it back. This is one of my favorite tracks off of this album. Run it up.
Yeah.
What's the guarantee?
What's the guarantee?
The Rain Man, King L.
E.N.E.
You some of the best, some of the most known.
Seeing so clear. Yeah, y'all know what time it is. Yeah,
Y'all know what drinks up, joints up. Friday night wrap up.
What we gonna do?
King L's in the building.
Shit.
Let's go, man.
Glitch, nigga. Say your blessings and Hail Marys is getting scary. So many rappers I killed, I bought a cemetery. I could be in one of them moves where my position vary. P's going for 31, nigga, that's Jason Terry. See, my patience is up. I used to want to hurry. Now I'm on the hunt shooting arrows like I'm Jamal Murray. Damn. Shit, my brother can shoot too. Seth Curry. I've been balling. I taught my sons I'm Dale Curry. Whenever pressure arrives, I make a diamond. I run the Players Club. Tell Dollar Bill I'ma find them. I keep it thorough, my nigga. This ain't for play. They not top flight. Them niggas be Craig and Day. I be rolling the Zay. Oops, I mean Zaza. I'm really out for a payday. I need a few $1 million. So let me get that. Guarantee my numbers up. Stacking to the ceiling, watch my niggas run it up.
They don't run enough, lacking too much stamina. Let's go. Where your scripts at? All these rappers acting tough. E.N.E. at your neck like Dracula. Now you with a few legends.
Oh yeah, Tox, I just got finished recording tonight too.
Going crazy on the tracks, now we run it up. While you looking for the past, man, we run it up. Every time you check the score, man, we run it up. Numbers in the bank account. Man, we run it up. Let's go. They ain't tough enough. Give them rope and hang them up. Hear them talking, I think it's time to shut them up. All in public, bruh, right in front of cameras. Oh, now you want to sing? This ain't Canada. So undisputed in the game, no substitution. And that shit you talk sound better muted. When we in the booth, best believe we started cooking. Let me get this straight. Since you acted crooked, spit a crazy ass flow since you being stupid. I could tell you don't pop, that shit is diluted. No, it's all computed, nauseous, sick like lupus. It's not how you draw it up, it's how you execute it. Then I came to the conclusion I ain't never losing. And these trees I be smoking, man, they deeply rooted. Loud float around, causing air pollution. Whenever nauseous right, should be constituted.
They don't run enough, lacking too much stamina.
Let's go.
Where your scripts at? All these rappers acting tough. E.N.E at your neck like Dracula. Now you with a few legends like Acura. Bang. Going crazy on the tracks, man, we run it up. While you looking for the past, man, we run it up. Every time you check the score, man, we run it up. Numbers in the bank account, man, we run it up. Let's go.
Yeah, we run it up and stack it to the sky.
Let's
Fam. Yeah, these niggas ain't seeing my angle. No sky cam. The D's playing middle linebacker, they spy in. I might get better after my prime like Tyson. The shit I'm writing keep rap niggas so frightened. My bars close shit down like COVID numbers rising. I be in the house with a pretty bitch with no waist. All I do is just dig in her mouth like Colgate. Fuck with them haters, say I'm trying to get my payday. Pull up in a Maybach Benz, yeah, that's Mayday. Blowing on the finest of gas, straight from LA. Yo, sick, grab your passport, we out to Chile. Plug talking about how he could supply us with millies, but he promised if I got over him, he'd kill me. I looked at him and said, trust me, you dealing with a real G. Kept it real, and a year later it stocks and realty. Motherfucker.
They don't run enough, lacking too much stamina. Let's go. Where your scripts at? All these rappers acting tough. E.N.E at your neck like Dracula. Now you with a few legends like Acura. Bang. Going crazy on the tracks, man, we run it up. While you looking for the past, man, we run it up. Every time you check the score, man, we run it up. Numbers in the bank account, man, we run it up.
Niggas be patting their stats, they better than who? Go take a nap. Screaming they woke, but they not away. Nike be fly, check what I say. Checks when I play, don't fuck up the play. Different ops can hustle the play. Plays on the low, call it a fake. Plays when I'm high, call it a spade. I blew with the silver, I bury the play. Greatest with this, I bury the play. Scramble QBs, I bury the play. Home when I run, I'm bury with plays. Fuck vibes when I die, king gon' need oak trees. No league, y'all still jump, but you don't owe me. When we bleed on concrete, it's concrete how pose be. Victimized by them old lies, my own eyes to code these. You cannot see me, cause to the real you're blind. I be juiced up in this motherfucker, feeling very fine. Babe said I got the dopest flow, read between the lines. Greatness peeking through, think the sun, 8 a.m. through blind.
Every time you check the score, man, we run it up. Numbers in the bank account, man, we run it up.
Man, we run it up. We run it up, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. You already know what it is, man. E.N.E. Fridays, you know what I'm saying? Friday night wrap up. And of course, we got trending topics. Yiddy. Y'all just heard that beautiful track right there, man.
Hey,
you know what I'm talking about?
Tox, you should let me premiere a track tonight.
You saying?
All up to Tox. All right, hey, I'm leaving everything up to Tox tonight, y'all.
We gotta spice it up one time for y'all. I want y'all to see this, man. I want y'all to see this fuckery, man.
What you got, Birch?
Hey,
man, y'all gonna see this shit and be like, man, listen.
Tox, I just sent you 2 joints too, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna see this and be like, man, listen here, man. Tap in, walk with us, man. I'm gonna sit up here and drop this link again. If you want to come on up, you're more than welcome to, man. It's Friday night. Y'all know how we do it. You want to come up, say something, speak your piece, ask a question, whatever the situation is. Tap in, walk with us. Shout out to my brother OG tapping in with that super chat. We appreciate that. You understand what I'm saying, man? He said E.N.E, True Legends of Ohio, ain't heard a skip track yet. You understand me, man?
Tox, you gotta let us know which one you want to hear.
You hear me? He ain't heard a track. He ain't heard a track that he was like, basically what my brother is saying, he ain't heard a whack track yet. He ain't heard some shit that he was like, Basically saying everything that I done sit up here and play is fire. You hear me? We appreciate that, bro.
Fridays.
Man, we appreciate too. I'm telling y'all contribute to a real nigga like me. Y'all gonna see the investment of the money. I ain't gonna be one of these niggas sitting up here trying to pay his electric bill and shit with the money niggas donate. Nah, we're gonna invest that shit right back into making the platform better for y'all. You know what I'm talking about? Make it more interactive, set up things to do. You know what I'm talking about? We real ones out of Columbus, Ohio. We ain't no fuck niggas on YouTube trying to just get money for people for bullshit. We real niggas. Like I say, hey, listen here, man. Listen here, man. I'm gonna tell y'all some real shit. I mean, this is, if you hear anybody else say this, y'all know they got it from me, right? I would rather give you the truth for free than sell you lies for a fee. You did? You know what I'm talking about? I'm a hustler. I'm gonna get to the bread, man. It's gonna happen one way or the other. You know what I'm talking about? My brother King L's in the building. My brother Mr. O from the Chicago. My Joe, what's going on? Hey, right? It's a lot of stuff going on in this damn that happened this week, and I'm about to show y'all this right here. This gonna bug y'all out, right? I mean, it ain't gonna really bug y'all out, but this shit. I'm just saying this the shit we be talking about, man. This shit right here. This the shit we be talking about.
I'm trying to get my coochie stretched. I'm trying to get my coochie stretched and eat a nigga ass. We be eating niggas ass today in London. Period. Thank you. I'm trying to get this coochie stretched.
If she behaved that way in Dubai, she would be in prison for life. If she's one of the people who claim that countries like America are so oppressive, yet this is the way that she conducts herself. I hate to say it, but white people never act this way. And yes, you have black women who are fighting for their lives to stop being associated with this kind of culture, but then Sukiyama the Goat is so loud and so ghetto in using her platform to showcase the worst side of black culture.
I'm trying to get my coochie stretched. I'm trying to get my coochie stretched and eat a nigga ass. Eat a nigga ass. We be eating niggas ass today in London. Period. Thank you. I'm trying to get this coochie stretched.
If she behaved that way in Dubai, she would be in prison for life. If she's one of the people who claim that countries like America are so oppressive, yet this is the way that she conducts herself. I hate to say it, but white people never act this way. And yes, you have black women who are fighting for their lives to stop being associated with this kind of culture, but then Sukiyama the Goat is so loud and so ghetto in using her platform to showcase the worst side of black culture.
I'm trying to get my coochie stretched. I'm trying to get my coochie stretched.
What kind of white lady was looking?
Eat a nigga ass. We be eating niggas ass today in London. Period.
Pause, man. Like when I hear that, think about that song, like I'll get salty that I even think that shit in my head, man. I'm salty that I even know that song. You hear me? It is, man. I gotta say, man, it is. Hey, man. Hey, oh man, I'm gonna let you go ahead and take this one, man. You still there, Joe? He must be at work or some shit, man. L, man.
What's good, bro?
Go ahead. What's your take on this right here, man? If anything at all.
Yeah, I ain't really got too much to say, man. Like I told niggas before about her, like, it's just crazy, man. We see the over-sexualization out here. I don't know if y'all heard about that. There's some lady over there in Saudi Arabia locked up right now because she yelled at somebody.
Yeah. Oh, girl from I forget where she from, but yeah, oh girl, baby girl. Oh girl, Dubai.
Got her ass locked up.
Yeah, yelling at the dude at the rental car place.
Yeah, you know, man, you know, this loud attitude, like, I don't know, man. It's an epidemic, man, because like dude said, a lot of chicks try to get away from this, you know, they want to separate themselves, but yet a lot of them still engage in these same activities.
Right.
And, you know, a lot of people support it, encourage it until it's used against them. And that's the issue. Is that y'all support this shit online. I see y'all support this shit on Facebook. Y'all support these motherfuckers. It's just like this. It's loud, obnoxious, all that. Y'all love it. Trust me. Some of the favorite people to be that or chicks just like this. You know what I mean? Always pushing the envelope, a little loud. And you know what? I ain't never gonna say don't be you, but I'm always say this: that when y'all do push these people as hard as y'all do, whether y'all do it subconsciously or not, y'all are putting them in the light as a representation.
Right.
Because whenever you put somebody on that large stage, they become a representation of some sort.
Yes. Talk
whether you like it or not. So, you know, the more that they keep putting her up, this is the more that people from like other countries that may have never seen or talked to a black woman, if this is the first thing that they see, they're gonna be like, what the fuck is this? You know?
Green hair, tattoos, talking reckless and wild. Yeah, man. They gonna say like, oh yeah.
You know, and it'd be like that. Like I work with a lot of these young white kids that they from these small white towns. They don't really interact with black people. They ain't never seen a black person until they got a job with black people or some shit. You know what I mean? So when they see shit like this as their and then I start to thinking like, well, damn, all right. You really have people still in society today, even with the internet, that never really had that interaction with black people. And some people do live in that bubble, whether we want to think that they do or they don't. They do. And sometimes their first interpretation of other people of other races is going on social media. That's their first introduction into people of other races and other sorts when they're able to explore. So she is definitely one of the most searched, top of the list people. It's not like a Beyonce or something or a Halle Berry or something. It's her. She's the number one probably searched black person, black woman right now going on the last couple weeks or so, last month or two. So, you know, just be cognizant of who you know, even when we click on these and even when we talk about this, we're giving her light to a sense and giving her burn when really you just gotta hope that these kind of people, you know, it's fucked up to say this because I hate to say this.
My nigga Jamal Moses in the building. What's good?
Look, because y'all know I don't want to sound like a hater, and it's nothing about.
You ain't sounding like no hater, bro. Some real shit.
I don't want to sound like a hater, but it's like this ain't the representation we want, man. Like, you know, like
listen here though, L.
Yeah,
L. Listen here. Right, and this is specifically going to y'all black bras, right? Y'all black chicks, man. This is what the globe is going to think of y'all. Y'all heard what L said. My man L is an international globe trotter, jet setter. He be traveling all across the world, going on vacation and stuff. Him, my nigga Adrian, a couple more of my dudes, you know what I'm talking about? So I'm telling y'all, whether y'all like it or not, whether y'all want to accept it or not, it don't matter when girls like Suki Hana get the TV screen and the microphone and travel all across the world and all that crazy shit, and people across the world who've never encountered American black women before, and they see this broad saying shit like that, guess what? Whether you like it or not, whether you want to believe it or not, whether you accept it or not is irrelevant. They're going to think that all of y'all is like this broad. So if you don't care about that, then just don't care then. But, you know, if you do care about that image, that should make you put into perspective for you what you got to do.
Yeah.
These whores out here want they coochie scratched. They want to get motherfucking buddy back.
I want my coochie scratch, like hold on, like scratch.
Yeah, bro, they want that motherfucker. Right, man, it means to suck and itch. I mean, I don't want none of that, none of that itchy pussy, man. You keep that shit, so you need to go ahead run the hose or something. You need to run the hose and some motherfucking ladder up there with some Dove soap or some shit.
L, you know, that's a crazy choice of words for what you want done to your box, man. You know what I mean?
You know, a lot of these chicks be taking them bathroom sink baths and shit like that. They be taking them little bird baths and shit. That's why they
whole bath, that's a whole bath.
Whole bath. That's what it is.
Let me find out y'all bras out there taking whole baths, man. That's crazy.
Hey, Tox, I sent it over to Verge, so he got it in his email. He has that track. He has the track that Talk said because you know me and Talk's been working. That's all I'm gonna say is we've been working. And Talks requested he wanted the TLC, so I did send that to Virgil's email. I think Virgil got
you
it.
sent it to my email
Just now when Talks requested it. Nah, man. This is like I said. I mean, you know, I'm not one of those guys that down. I know this younger generation. I know we got all these different social media, so I'm not like, oblivious to what the hell's going on out here. I'm not gonna act like I'm not dude. Like I know how social media is used. I know y'all got TikTok. Y'all got all this shit going on now. But you just, like I said, just be condescending of when you click certain buttons and views and all this, who goes up on the streams. Before it was like Cardi BS, then it ended up being like Megan Thee Stallion. Then you had the City Girls. Now you having this, and the representation of our women. And what's crazy, I was watching an interview where one of the little City Girls chicks was on an interview, and the lady asked her, like, what do you think about your daughter? Because she got a daughter. How you think she gonna feel when she come up and she like, oh, she's not gonna be a city girl. And she like, well, what you mean? Like, that's what you advocate.
Hypocritical ass stretch. Hypocritical stretch.
Right, bro. Caught her with a simple ass, deep ass question. You know what I mean? What about your daughter? Like, how you feel? And she got caught up. What's crazy is whoever was in her camp, that part should have never aired, honestly, because it kind of fucks up their brand. Because she's over here saying, well, I wouldn't want my daughter to be a city girl. And, that's not how I want it to be. But this is what you are promoting. This is what you're selling. So now you look like Mr. O said, like a motherfucking hypocrite. Like you selling shit to the people that you don't really do. Kind of like how they say Future don't take drugs, but all he talk about is popping pills and sipping syrup and all that shit. But he don't even do them drugs. But he got all these kids out here popping pills. We just had one of my sister's friends pass away. Rest in peace to Danielle. She used to come over.
They definitely do, Minute%. They definitely do.
This is an epidemic, y'all.
It is an epidemic.
Like
hey, L, I just want to say this, bro. I just want to say this, right? Y'all don't have to care about y'all's image, ladies, right?
Mm-hmm.
But understand that she has the microphone and the TV screen and the computer screen and the phone. So whether you like it or not, whether you want to accept it or not, admit it or not, she represents you on a global scale. She's in London right now, walking up the street, talking about I want my coochie scratched and eating a nigga ass. Pause.
In London. Like, why?
In London.
Eating ass, man. These motherfuckers.
Now, y'all can sit up here and say, yeah, whatever, man. Right?
Nah, you keep that shit in the fucking streets in New York or wherever the fuck she from.
If she behaved that way in Dubai, she would be in prison for life. And she's one of the people who claim that countries like America are so oppressive, yet this is the way that she conducts herself. I hate to say it, but white people never act this way. And yes, you have black women who are fighting for their lives to stop being associated with this kind of culture, but then Sukiyama the Goat is so loud and so ghetto in using her platform to showcase the worst side of black culture.
I'm trying to get my coochie stretched. I'm trying to get my coochie stretched and eat a nigga ass. Eat a nigga ass. We be eating niggas ass today in London. Period.
And then my thing is this. Cool, man. I'm gonna tell you
that way in Dubai, she would be in prison for life. And she's one of the people who claim that countries like America are so oppressive, yet this is the way that she conducts herself. I hate to say it, but white people never act this way. And yes, you have black women who are fighting for their lives to stop being associated with this kind of culture, but then Sukiyama the Goat is so loud and so ghetto in using her platform to showcase the worst side of black culture.
I'm trying to get my coochie stretched. I'm trying to get my coochie stretched and eat a nigga ass. Eat a nigga ass. We be eating niggas ass today in London. Period. Baby. I'm trying to get this coochie stretched.
If she
now my
behaved that way in Dubai, she would be in prison for life. And she's one of the people who claim that countries like America are so oppressive, yet this is the way that she conducts herself. I hate to say it, but white people never act this way.
on this
all
fit.
right. So
I'm trying to get my coochie scratched.
yeah, so one thing I will say is this too. Like, y'all gotta also remember, man, like this right here, she doing this for clout. And one thing I don't like, and was like y'all, like a lot of people love right now, is gimmicks. This is something that in hip hop, you couldn't be a gimmick and be popping back in the day, but now it's like the whole game is split.
It's like they done took that shit over. They done made it cool to be corny.
And this is a straight gimmick. You know what I mean? She's taking her name and her coochie and making it a gimmick. And this is how she became popular. What, you know what I mean? Like, I seen it. She just was here in Columbus. Like, Tiger.
Oh, she was?
I ain't gonna say nothing. Like, certain promoters, they won't book real hip hop shows, but they will book niggas like this. And I ain't, like I said, it's like so many real artists in the city that could be putting on shows in some of these little bars and shit that y'all do. And y'all, I understand y'all probably paying like 10, 15,000 to bring somebody like this here because they got a name. But I mean, like, so now we booking gimmicks. Like, y'all would have been booking Vanilla Ice back in the day. I could tell y'all the niggas that would sell y'all shit just to get a crowd for Vanilla Ice in the fucking club. And it's fucked up that this is what we have come to as club promoters in the city of motherfucking Columbus. You know what I mean? Like that we have, like I see it happen in Columbus so much. They booking gimmicks like it ain't shit. It's gimmicked out. You know what I mean? And I like back in the day, it just wasn't cool to be a gimmick. Now niggas is love gimmicks. You know what I mean? What you say about that, Verge?
Hey man, I can't agree with you more. That's why I'm being quiet. You saying nothing but facts right now, bro.
These damn gimmick ass niggas. You be seeing the flyers float up on Facebook and the niggas coming to the city.
I definitely do.
Half of the time I be having to look Sexy Red and who the fuck is Sexy Red? My like I said,
Pound Town. She want to go to Pound Town.
Let me get up out of here, Froz. I don't want to be look, man. Get your money, young cats.
Man, we about to play this exclusive track. We about to play this exclusive track by my brother King Els.
I done sent him so many tracks, I forget exactly which one this is, but I hope y'all like this.
Man, we about to play this track right here, man, by my brother King Els. You dig? You know what I'm talking about?
We've been working, y'all. We've been working. A lot of work put in right now. We about to hit y'all. I might just go on a month every week, drop. It might just take a whole month and drop one every week for y'all.
Go ahead and run it up, man. Run it up.
Hey, might do something like that.
We about to play this exclusive track for y'all. You understand what I'm saying, man? I don't even know what this track is called, but it's exclusive. It's from my brother King L Talks. They've been cooking up. Let's go, man. E.N.E all day, every day, no days off. Smash that like button, subscribe to the page, share on your social engineering. E.N.E Fridays featuring my brother King Els. Let's go. New music from King Els. Let's go.
Oh yeah. We're playing fire right here, y'all. You already know what it is. E.N.E all day, every day, no days off.
Like I said, man, y'all get classic, current, and exclusive music. Fucking with us over here on Friday night. Smash that like button, subscribe to the page, man.
Believe none what you hear, half what you see. Took my other half, gave it to the streets. Nightmares feeling like we don't sleep. Trust a past time, think they won't creep. Word to TLC, believe none what you hear, half what you see. Took my other half, gave it to the streets. Nightmares feeling like we don't sleep. Trust a past time, think they won't creep. Word to TLC. When it comes to this game, just know we seen it all. The situation could get sicky if you get involved. As time revolves, we diminish all the common laws. Feel like MJ off the wall when I see my flaws. Really, I'm just trying to make sure my life's enhanced. Don't worry, cause my children's rolled up in the plans. First I'll start with Don H, then I'll expand. Fresh grapes, feet planted in the sand. Now every quarter I request a Caribbean breeze. Where every slice tastes great, you could get it from King. Look, I ain't gotta talk, you can see how I do it. Since middle school, homie, I created influence. From cream Tims to the ones that's the white gold. First that you ever seen with it, keep my ice cold. Said I ain't the realest, that's a typo. Now I need a breeze, I'm just trying to pick the right coast. Believe none what you hear, half what you see. Took my other half, gave it to the streets. Nightmares, feeling like we don't sleep. Trust a past time, think they won't creep. Word to TLC, believe none what you hear, half what you see. Took my other half, gave it to the streets. Nightmares, feeling like we don't sleep. Trust a past time, think they won't creep. Word to TLC. I would've believed you if I didn't know you. Every line of mine's a meal, call it soul food. I need 3 beats before I hit my total. To keep the trill back then, I wouldn't have thought of global. Can you name a day where you ain't see me shine? Maybe I'm shifting the time before you hit rewind. Don't get too loose when you use the word brothers. The truth get cold when you pulling off the covers. Now they co-signing being a loyal. I can never understand that ain't royal. As I adjust my crown, I'm feeling more greater. It ain't sweet if I say I meet you now or later. From the cream tins to the ones plus the white gold. First that you seen with it, keep my ice cold. Said I ain't the realest, that's a typo. Now I need a breeze, I'm just trying to pick the right coast. Believe none what you hear, half what you see. Took my other half, gave it to the streets. Nightmares, feeling like we don't sleep. Trust a past time, think they won't creep. Word to TLC, believe none what you hear, half what you see. Took my other half, gave it to the streets. Nightmares, feeling like we don't sleep. Trust a past time, think they won't creep. Word to TLC. You think they won't creep? That's word to TLC. Shout out to Left Eye, one of the greatest artists ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was hard, son.
Be on the lookout for that Don H, y'all. The legend of Don H. It's gonna be coming soon.
How y'all like that track right there, man? Hey, listen here, man. Put a number 11 in the track. Put a number 11 in the chat if you thought that track was fire. You understand what I'm saying?
Great pick. Shout out to Tox Beats. Tox Beats produced that.
Tox Beats in the building.
He produced the whole Don H album. The whole hey man, we got the Summer's Mind 2 coming. Shout out to Tox Beats.
My nigga Tox Beats going in with the tracks, man. We told you
real out here,
100%. You're 100% independent machine over here, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Y'all about to get some tracks from Stacks, man. Y'all can believe that, man. My man Tox is in his bag. I ain't got to go to YouTube. I see I don't have to go to YouTube for no beats. I can go straight to Tox for all the beats. I don't have to use any beats. Like I can just go straight to Tox. Yeah, something I've been wanting to do for a long time. Tox, we're gonna have to get together behind the scenes, bro. My brother Tox Beats in the building, man. We're gonna get him on the show one of these days too. whenever he ready to come on. You did.
We got the album dropping soon, so the album about to drop very soon. It's coming out soon. It's no rhyme or reason. One of the two will be dropping very soon. Hey, just be on the lookout.
Check this out right here, y'all. Check this out. Y'all can see.
Shout out my brother.
Let me bring it up on the screen for y'all real quick. Smash that like button, man. Click on the bell. Subscribe to the page, man. You need
do that.
Y'all see that thing scrolling across the bottom of the screen, man. That's the other page. That's the backup page, man. Just in case, man. You know what I'm talking about. Hey, go ahead and copy paste that joint, write that joint down, whatever it is you do. Just make sure you get it and go over there and subscribe to it. You know what I'm talking about? Subscribe. Yiddy. Pay attention to the bottom of the screen. You know what I'm talking about? Pay attention to the bottom of the screen. Hey, now, y'all hear about this? Listen here, right? Terminator director James Cameron on the rise of AI. He said, I warned you guys in 1984 and you didn't listen. Fuck out of here. Like he knew something about AI. Niggas ain't know.
I wouldn't even say he was the first. I would say that the Unabomber was a Unabomber before him.
Way after.
That was way after.
But James Cameron was the first movie where we see this in this form, in this way, the way it was. Yes.
The Terminator, yeah.
Yes.
That's
but the odd part about it, though, see, this is the thing with James Cameron, right? This is the thing with this guy, James Cameron. See, everything he got to write the Terminator, allegedly he got from Sophia Stewart. Sophia Stewart wrote a book called The Third Eye Matrix, right? And it's basically, according to her, the story of the Terminator, which is also connected with the Matrix. And she's won a court case against James Cameron and the Wachowski now sisters in Colorado or Utah, somewhere like that, for copyrights of them taking stuff from her book to write their movie scripts. So in essence, what I'm saying is her book, Third Eye Matrix, is basically the story of Terminator and the Matrix. They're both movies that are connected. James Cameron got his idea for Terminator from the treatment when she was a student at UCLA, allegedly. And the Wachowski sisters now allegedly got it from her as well. So some of y'all could go look into for yourself. Sophia Stewart, man, allegedly. She definitely won a court case, though, for the copyrights to the Terminator. I gotta say that. So y'all can go check that out. Go look into it for yourself. But this boy James Cameron, who allegedly also stole his idea for the movie Avatar, because he directed Avatar. He allegedly stole that from some Asian chick from out of goddamn it, if I'm not mistaken, what's the country called? Outside of Australia.
Hey, Blade, they be reading the book.
I want to say.
These niggas will read a book and then think like, oh shit, I can make a movie loosely based off of this.
Right.
Ain't nobody gonna think about it. You know what I mean?
Right. I don't have to give them no copyright. I don't have to pay them give them no money. I could just But listen though to what this fucking nigga said though. This fucking charlatan ass James Cameron. He said he warned us in 1984. Nigga, you ain't warned us about shit. His first movie was a movie called Attack of the Killer fucking Piranhas or some shit like that, man. A corny ass, stupid ass B movie that nobody went to go see. Go do your research on that. I don't even think 5 years prior. So to think that he mustered up the fucking wherewithal out of his imagination to come up with the Terminator is absolutely preposterous. James Cameron, I would challenge you on that. His first movie was called a B movie called Attack of the Killer Piranhas. It sucked. Think of Sharknado. It's very Sharknado-esque. On the 1970 side, though. Right? Yeah, they do, Blaymar. They do. But anyway, though, he ain't warned us about no damn AI, nigga. Nothing we wasn't already known at the time, nigga. I just wanted to show y'all that, just to, you know what I'm saying, put him on blast, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody who came up whose first movie was a movie called Attack of the Killer Piranhas gonna ever convince me that not even 5 years later you came up with the idea to come up with a movie like this. The fuck out of here. But you know, y'all can think whatever y'all want to think. To each his own.
Shit.
I'm just saying though, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced that a guy whose first movie he ever wrote and came out with and spent money, actually invested money into making.
Yeah. Nah.
You understand? You feel what I'm saying though, El? But I know my real ones tapping in to understand what I'm saying, man. Those who got critical thinking, man.
You know, I mean, he had a great movie and a great time that did talk about how AIs come back from the future. It is loosely kind of like when he made the movie. And when we think about the Terminator, I remember the first one very clearly. I understand like if it was like, what can I say? Oh, I don't know. I can't plug that movie into AI like that. I would say more of what was that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger? when he was in the city, he woke up with the fake wife. Shit, what was the movie? Verge, we always talk about the movie. Damn, I can't think of it on the top of my head. Had a chick with 3 titties.
Total Recall.
Total Recall.
Nah, he ain't direct that movie.
Nah, but I would say that movie would more kind of plug me into more of today, in a sense.
Oh, this is crazy.
You know,
why am I looking on this nigga James Cameron's movie, his filmography, and they do not got Attack of the. I told y'all it's the memory hole, man. They do not have this movie on here.
Yeah, 1984.
His very first movie ever was a B movie. Right. Oh, hold on. Here it is right here. Oh, I'm tripping. No, I see it right now.
Hey, Verge, I do got a question for you because I know you was on this already.
What's that, man? Ask away, brother.
You remember when we spoke about Travis Scott doing the supposedly supposed to do the concert, open up his shit in the Giza pyramids?
Hold on, say that again.
So Travis Scott is supposed to open up.
Oh yeah.
We talked about it slightly. We didn't dive into it. Did you ever really dive into that?
Yeah, I'm already hip. Listen, back in the day, y'all, right? George Bush Sr. back in the day gave a speech in Giza at the pyramids, talking about. Guess what he was talking about? Just guess what he was talking about.
I can't think about it. What was it?
He was talking about the New World Order. This is the speech where he mentioned and said publicly, New World Order.
You know what? You talked about that before, but I remember we talked. That's when because you know I was there earlier, like NWO. You know, that was a wrestling group. When I first heard of it.
Listen, before you even start, right?
Yeah.
When they was doing that in the WWF, because they wasn't at the WWE at that time. They was still WWF at that time.
It's all around
that was part of the indoctrination. I'm telling y'all, man. Y'all better pay attention. That's how they sneak this stuff into the lexicon. It's called preemptive programming. Predictive programming.
And it's crazy because I ended up like somebody told me about it. Like, and I was young. I was only like 7th, 8th grade at the time.
Right.
And that was going on. And I remember it, I cannot remember who actually broke it down to me because you know I around that time. Mm-hmm. And the New World Order, I used to go out because Hulk Hogan joined it, and Hulk Hogan was one of my favorites, so I was rocking with it. And somebody was like, "You know what the New World Order is? What it really meant?" And somebody broke. And I'm a young cat, like I said, I couldn't have been more.
You a young boy at the time. You just into wrestling. You ain't in it all. You ain't none of all that other stuff.
But to have that kind of like somebody even try to tell you that at that young age,
put you up on game at a young age.
And I took it and kind of moved with it. And what's crazy is from there, I still rock with wrestling up until probably like my senior year or my college year. You know, at that point, like I was like, damn, I kind of looked at it different for no reason. Because I love
Mark be saying the craziest shit, man.
But it's crazy,
I like what my nigga Blade Margaret said right here, though, man. Reading the book titled 1984 is not grounds for incarceration. You know what I'm saying? At HR 1955. Nigga, y'all niggas don't know nothing about that, man. And before my nigga L continue, I'm telling y'all right now, man, right? And I'm going to keep repeating it, and I'm going to keep reiterating it, man. Y'all better go research HR 1955, man. That is the law. When I say the law, I mean it is the law. Legislation, House Resolution 1955, the Violent Radicalization and Homegrown Terrorism Prevention Act of 2007, right?
I never do 23.
Go ahead, talk to him. I'm about to run upstairs real quick.
All right, yeah. Nah, as far as like them sites too, it's crazy. I know my homie Hassani, man. Shout out to Hassani, man. Super smart dude. But yeah, I'm cool on the little like, and I thought about doing the DNA joints just because I never knew my dad's side of the family. My sister found my dad's brother after he passed away in a meeting. Luckily, like 2 years ago, my dad was from Shreveport, Louisiana, and what's crazy is when I y'all know I just went to Texas and I went to Mount Pleasant for a baby shower for my stepson. So I was out there and I was just mentioning it, and my homie was like one of the homies I was talking to basically said Shreveport was only a couple hours away. So next time I go out there when the baby born here in August and I go out there, I'm gonna ride out to Shreveport, go see where my dad was actually from. But long story short, like that 23andMe, like I wanted to find out like who was on my dad's side of the family because I don't know anybody outside of my dad's brother that I just met, like I said, a couple years ago. He came into Columbus. I took him out. We had a good time. Came over to my house. I cooked out. It was dope because he looked like me, my grandma, and my dad, which is all I really known from that side of the family. And his sister, but my aunt Carmen, she actually had a different dad. So she has like our features, but she's brown skinned. But my dad and my grandma, they a little bit darker than me. I don't know how I came out this light because my mom even darker than me. I'm just the lightest of my sister, but like, you know what I mean? I don't know nothing about my dad's side of the family. All I know is they from down south. They from Shreveport, Louisiana. They migrated to Houston and little parts of Texas. But I want to go out there, but I wanted to do that 23andMe, and it was another one that I used to see always advertised, and I was really thinking about doing that. But then when I heard what they be doing to the DNA, they be cloning motherfuckers. You see, they got that new movie out. They clone Tyrone.
Yeah, man. I'm about to watch that here in a second, man.
I'm actually gonna watch that when we get finished tonight. Like, I'm about to record one more track, and then I'm about to go watch that and chill out for the night. Like I said, I actually got a free weekend this weekend. I ain't been off and been able to say that in a long time, so I'm about to get a lot of shit done this weekend. But yeah, I just been scared to do that DNA shit that they do. But I would love to know, like, a lot of my family.
Listen here, y'all. Listen here, man. If y'all want to go get your DNA done right, you go get a genealogy test. And what you do is you go to the local university in your city where you at or close to it, and you go to that school's genealogical department and you ask them how much it costs to get your DNA tested. And that'll get an official genealogy test. Don't mess with 23andMe. Yeah. Don't mess with DNA diagnostics. None of those little private joints you would come across over the internet, Planned Parenthood, anything like that. Right? Y'all know guess who owns 23andMe or has stock? Basically owns 23andMe. Take a guess at what big, huge corporation, conglomerate corporation that just seems to have their hands in every single thing that goes on this planet. Right? Business-wise, anyway. How many of y'all think y'all can guess what the company is, man?
I can't even say, but
yeah, Mr. O, no.
Yeah, BlackRock. Hey, and they was just in the news. They just
BlackRock literally owns just about everything, man.
About everything.
When y'all think about listen here, y'all. When y'all think about BlackRock, think about the Umbrella Corporation from the Resident Evil game and movies.
Yeah. Hey, what's crazy? Blade
you can take out BlackRock and think about Google.
Yeah. All that shit. Real estate, investments. You know what I mean? They just had a major deal that just went down with BlackRock. And I was surprised they even mentioned their name. It's been a big merger. My homie Josh Ross in DC, like one of my homies I went to school with, me and Verge graduated with, who's really heavy
Shout
into
out to
that.
the homie Josh, man.
Yeah, he was mentioning it too. And I just happened to just see the article just myself. It just flew across my screen. But yeah, BlackRock out here, they basically them
They literally
Vanguard.
own everything.
Yeah, them and Vanguard was crazy.
Yeah, Vanguard. That's the other
Vanguard.
company. You just AL. You took the name right out, pause out of my mouth. I was just about to say Vanguard.
Yeah, those are the two. They buying it. They got everything. And it's crazy, like Blade Monger. You know, they had some type of thing with this girl. She was young and she broke down every president's lineage, all links
Yeah,
back
she's
to
a little 12-year-old little white girl out of Rhode Island. Smart little
man.
girl. She connected the whole demo.
And why I said that we might be related is because I know for a fact in my family history, my great, however many greats you put on it, grandmother was she was a slave baby maker to Thomas Jefferson, and she was actually
a breed mare
because she was actually going to tell it, like he's fathering my kids, and they killed her as a slave. Like old story in our family that goes back a long time ago, over a century. So it's crazy when you say George W. Bush, and I just always think about the lineage of the presidents, and then I know like my family history goes back because I got some like that side of my family is like deep into like founders of Winston-Salem College. Like our name is on the tree of Winston-Salem, of the founders. That part of the family I don't really know. I don't talk to really, but I know that like one of my aunts, one of the first black women on the Supreme Court. Like I could really run it down for y'all one day. I had Verge do more of a show on that to where he could even connect my family even more. Right. But yeah, it's a whole side of the family.
That is deep. That is deep, Tox. That is deep.
It's deep. Like, and like I just heard this story or something, but then when they showed me the picture, and y'all know my Uncle Frank, y'all may not remember him, but if you look at my Uncle Frank and you look at a picture of Thomas Jefferson, it's crazy. He look like the black version on the low, like. And
I wouldn't do it either, Blade Monger, man. Listen here, man. Like
I'm not sending my blood, but they can get it.
E.N.E tested, man. You go to the local university. You go to university, whatever city you live in. You go to the university, college, and you go to the genealogy department, man, and ask them how much they charge to test DNA.
Yeah,
that's how you get a certified genealogy test, man. You gonna know exactly where they're gonna tell you. They're gonna let you know. You're gonna be shocked what you find out, man. They ain't gonna say nothing about no goddamn sub-Saharan Africa. I'll tell you that right now. Most of us. Now, I ain't gonna say all of us now. I'm gonna say most of us, though. Most of us, like the overwhelmingly mass majority of us, ain't gonna say nothing about no sub-Saharan Africa. Like 23 gonna tell you.
So I'm gonna tell you all this. What's crazy, their mother, that part of my family, like they were mixed too. Like they were Indian. They weren't African. Story. And we know that. They were here on this country. That side that was enslaved, that we were told originally was like African. That was the stories that I heard when I was younger, up until a couple years ago. They're like, you know what I mean? That wasn't 100% true. They weren't African. They were already here.
Right.
And that's just from my family stories. And I ain't even, my grandmother, she is of Indian descent also. When they trace her family back, we got
you talk to a lot of peoples, man. If they still alive around, they're gonna tell you, like, man, we ain't come from no Africa. Like, it's a lot of people who will tell you that, man.
I was raised to believe that I was that, and by people in my family that actually knew this. So I was actually lied to in some of my, by some of
That's
my friends.
crazy. That's crazy.
Because they didn't want to acknowledge that. They wanted to just be connected to that movement that was going on, that African, I'm black, y'all. And look, I ain't gonna lie, like I'm always, I know what I'm looked at and what I'm viewed as. I could say that I'm Indian and tell people my percentages, but when they look at me, they're gonna look at me like a black man. I know what the real is when we go out in society. So it ain't really like they don't give a fuck about if you Indian or not. Like, what the fuck am I gonna tell them? But to know some of that was crazy, like that my family would lie to each other for that extent. And I never could understand that. Still to this day.
It was a lot to benefit for that. Maybe we could talk about that because that's kind of what's going on right now with this illegal immigration situation and everything, man. It was something to be gained from not identifying with being black. You know what I'm saying?
Well, being Indian.
Being Indian.
Or native.
Well, native. Not even native. That's being indigenous.
Indigenous, yeah.
You know what I mean? There was something to be gained from being white or being native or being a Native American or a Native Indian or an Indian American. It was something to be gained from that. Well, nothing to gain from being just an irregular indigenous person that's indigenous to this land.
I mean, like I said, I'm always here to learn. I'm always an open book to learn. And I never understood that. And I just started, when you find out the chinks in the armor of your family and that people was lying to you, and then you start to see what it is, and you can see it in people's faces, and then you start seeing pictures of old ancient tribes in America, all that. You like, damn, some of my people in my family look just like that.
Right. A lot of our people in our families look just like that because most of us, the overwhelmingly mass majority of us, descend from people who come from right here. They do not come from Africa. They do not come from Africa. I want y'all to get that.
It's a percentage.
This is what I'm saying, though, man. I might do a show on this, man. I see I'm gonna end up having to because people are still under the influence that everybody that's black came from Africa on this planet, and that's just not true. It's just not true. It's not historically. It's not geologically, geographically. It's none of that. There wasn't the only black, all black people don't come from Africa. Black people were all over this planet, not just Africa.
And and the statues that appeared in multiple different countries. Some shit, y'all. Like, they kind of break some of this shit down for y'all. You would see some of the same artwork that's in America, that's in South America, that's in Africa, with the same face, the same artwork in the ancient civilization times. And they look the same. Like, well, how did y'all get that same picture in y'all's mind if y'all was on totally different parts of the country, of the world? And then you gotta think about it. That's because they were seeing the same people. But nobody ever drew that connection.
Right.
Like Brother said, they thought a lot of us believe what we was told in school. You know what I mean? And that was the greatest lie ever told, was how America was built. And a lot of y'all ain't ready to unpack the realization of how America was built and what the real is on America. People scared of the truth, man. And what's crazy, nobody even teaches it really.
Yeah, well, y'all know when y'all tap in over here at A Real Talk Podcast and Pod Class, y'all know y'all getting a world-class teaching. We break these things down to the very last compound. Look, we about to get up out of here, man. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? L, you got anything you want to say in your closure?
Nah, man. Hey, I'm glad y'all tapped in tonight on a great Friday night. Great weather outside after a badass storm last night.
It got hectic outside last night, right?
Bro, the lightning hit the tree outside of my neighbor's house earlier, a door down, and the tree fell down. Yeah, I heard that shit. That shit shook the house. So it was a little crazy last night. But I'm glad everybody was safe. We this last night. I'm glad everybody made it in here tonight. Hope y'all have a great, safe weekend. If y'all in Columbus, make sure y'all hit that Rib Fest. I wish I could have been down there tonight. My homie Track Manifest, he might just be getting off the stage right now. I know he killed it, tore it down, and I wish I could have been there. I'll be there next time for sure when he does his next show. But you know what I mean? Everybody have a great weekend. It should be great weather pretty much across the United States this weekend. I checked the weather forecast, and y'all go out, enjoy it, enjoy this life, breathe that fresh air. E.N.E all day, every day, no days off. Shout out to my nigga Verge. You know what it is. Make sure y'all like, share, support the page, all that great shit. Verge, what you want tomorrow, bro? You on the east side tomorrow?
I gotta work tomorrow, man. But when I get off, man, we're gonna do the show at like 10 o'clock or something like that, man. You know, 10:30, something like that. We're gonna do the show, man. We're gonna sit here and break this thing down about our brother Pimp C. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna sit here and connect some dots and put some things together and put some things in perspective. You know what I'm talking about? That's what we're gonna do tomorrow evening. I think I'm gonna push it up probably to like 11, and we're gonna just go ahead and do it out like that, so I have enough time to get prepared.
Okay.
Y'all, you know, so I gotta work tomorrow when I, you know what I'm saying, I got a situation I gotta take care of. So it's gonna be a beautiful day. And it's gonna be an extension of last Tuesdays or this past Tuesdays. You know, hip hop 90s. You know how we do it on Tuesday, paying homage to UGK. But this is gonna be the extension of it, man, because you know it was a lot of things surrounding the untimely passing of our brother Pimp C, Chad Pimp C Butler. And you know, we're gonna get to it. We're gonna talk about it tomorrow evening. So make sure y'all tap in for that. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you coming through, my brother L, man. I'll holler at you, man. Enjoy the rest of your evening, brother.
No, bro.
You already know, man. And listen here, L, man. I'm gonna play this classic track, "Doing My Job." You hear me?
Oh shit.
Yeah. My man Rain Man featuring me, my brother Glitch. L, is you on this track?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm just doing my job.
That's
that joint right there, right? I ain't heard this joint in a minute, B.
I remember when we recorded this when Star bought when he had the apartment out north. I remember.
Yeah, down the street from me on Broad Meadows.
Me, you, and Court went over there one day because me, you, and Court was rolling around that day. That was one day we was here. I remember that whole session. Yeah, this a fire track, y'all. Y'all gonna let it, and this produced by Tox too.
This is another Tox beat, man.
Yeah, the levels might be off, but
hey, man, listen, this is what you call digging in the crates right here, man.
Yeah,
this is classic. I told y'all when y'all tap in with us on Friday night, y'all gonna get classic, current, and exclusive E.N.E music tonight. Y'all got all three. You hear me? So it's a beautiful thing, man. Make sure y'all smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share on your social engineering, hit the super chat, hit the super thanks, hit the Cash App if you would, if you could. You ain't got to, but if you want to, go ahead. You did. You know what I'm talking about? We about to have the merch coming and all of that, man. We gonna do it big, y'all. Tap in, walk with us. My brother King L's in the building, man. Hey, man, this is a classic E.N.E track, man. Tap in with us, man. I think L's on this track too, man.
Yeah, I think I am.
Yeah. Another concealed production. Everybody asks us all the time, like, man, y'all put in a lot of work, man. Like, you know, some things come harder, some things come easy, but you know, at the end of the day, I feel like, you know, just doing our job. That's what it is. Patient. You can catch me up in the morning early getting that money. Having meetings with my banker because I'm getting it. Only get money, your 401k is residuals for me. Had 20 for my connect and it's literally like 40. Hit up my African so he can do his transport me. If you don't pick up on what I'm saying, then it isn't important. You might catch me getting high off some hate shit from Portland. You think we had a trade agreement, how we exporting. See my thousands keep going so they turn into millies. Millies, the billies. Phillies, the Trillies, stand tall with big willies, cause my nation be late. The Haitians trying to get it for cheap. Go out on the vacation out of tropical beach. That AFG Benz with the ostrich seats. Get back with 2 hoes trying to menage these freaks. I'm just doing my job, it's so easy.
Easy to me.
Yeah, see
See, Dub.
On the track, yeah. Yeah, we just don't want to fuck with us, man. We stay on our job every day, all day, man. See, we do just want to have us going all day, man. Yes, sir. See, done. Fuck with us and get fucked over. No homo. We doing our job every day, all day. This is how stats get down. Check. I'm baking soda, my nigga. Hot rich class. I'm in the kitchen over the stove cooking
Holes and halves.
I need a store run back. Give me a box of cigarillas and some good things back. I'm just doing my job, you know, my everyday
Steve.
Stack shots, cook some ODD, brand new MJs, crisp white tea, smoking on some trees that you got a scuba diver free. I should never take a day off. I put in overtime. Super hustler, nigga. I overgrind. Used to mention, you a broke lame cocaine dealer, ain't no D-boy pitching. Sir, I stack my chips up like they Pringles stacks. Stay on my job, stay pushing the packs. That's right. Sit focus, you won't see me slack. You might see me in the whip with the roof pushed back. Blitz.
Blitz.
Let the track go. Stop on the better when she say it. You know what I'm saying? My niggas is the hottest niggas, period. I'm gonna go ahead and express something to y'all. I'm a C-dub, nigga. What more can I say? What more can I do? What more can I prove? How I move, yeah, I'll be on some cool shit. The flow is too sick. Cross with new fits. Try hard too, we can't stop to do shit. We the hood Congress. Changes do, bitch. The range is stupid. Brains elusive. I skip by niggas like Raper Austin. I really do spit. I don't just be talking. A nigga try me is the dead man walking. Bitches like Jack with the beans, they stalking. I'm a pure shooter like Hershey Hawkins. I represent the dub to the fullest. This ain't just a preview, nigga. What you getting is maximum footage. I don't play receiver, so I don't catch bullets. I really spit flames, lighters without the fluid.
Man, Glitch. Nigga Glitch, you guarantee, cause you guarantee the victory. All my nigga stacks, cause you stack shit. And my nigga rain money, cause you have money fall from the fucking sky. Fuck haters.
Please be patient. It takes time for greatness. God just doing his job. I tighten up my laces. Like I'm trying to go far stuck in the same places. Fall from the singing group, seeing these changing faces. He's in the race, the chain, need a face it. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Fucker, bring them all through the door. We supposed to get hated, we so haterific. We pop bottles, white and flame.
I said you so haterific.
On my way to the soul of my teams. Get sick and sounds like yeah, I'm rolling with him. Now it's a rose bubble splash on my tongue. Rubber band bracelet, never forget where I'm from. Play hard cause I work hard, rose from the sun. I shine bright, call me sun, style ball from a bum. I live by the oath and do it so well, it's no pride to provide whatever you want. This is my job.
My job.
Start making some family shit, man. You already know what it is, man. Top on the beat. Oh, yeah. We ready. Let's go. Sign the seal. But why we ain't signed yet?
Y'all already know what it is, man. Oh, man, I don't even remember the last time I heard this track. You understand me, man? You hear me? We dug in the crates for y'all tonight, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. You understand me, man? Serious social engineering, man. You know what I'm saying? We monetize now, man. We about to do it big. We gotta have that merch coming for y'all. You feel me, man? About to have them E.N.E tees coming, man. That E.N.E merch. You know what I'm talking about? That April Talk merch. You feel me, man? You know what I'm talking about? Tap in, walk with us, man. You hear me? Tomorrow night, we're going to be paying homage to the homie Pimp C. Look, I'm about to break this thing down to y'all, man. Put some things in perspective for y'all, man. You know what I'm talking about? Rest of the essence to my brother Pimp C, man. We're going to get into that thing tomorrow night. My brother King L's in the building. You know what I'm talking about? Make sure you stay on your job, man.